Wait. Yeah, it's not quite on. It's getting there. Yeah, I'd like to see a Bucs win. What's up, Blitz? Or even Oh, you're a fine Blitz. Just come when you can, man. Come when you can. Nice to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Good luck to your Niners today.
Tom's been doing it for a minute, and then with a laugh, he's pretty seasoned. As for experience in big games, he played in a national championship right here in Tampa for Alabama in 2017. He said he finds value in all games that he's played. It'll help serve him.
Wrong pattern there.
Let's go to the other side, and Aaron Andrews.
Well, Tom Brady telling us this week his offense has literally been a juggling act all season long, and that will continue here in the.
You think everybody who had to do the game last night up in Buffalo is pissed off that everyone who gets to go to Tampa today? They're like, well, that's bullshit. I wish I could have gone to Tampa. Yeah, right on time today. Perfect timing. What's up, Dylan? Let's go, Brady. We got the old GOAT going today. I'm already moved on to next season. I'm already over the loss. Shit happens. We are the only team, though, I've learned that could ever lose a game. And our coach be proved a fraud 2 years into a rebuild. Really 1 year into a rebuild. But yeah, apparently Belichick's a fraud because of last night. But that's all right. I no longer consider anyone who's not a direct media member or a fan of the team's opinion. Because it's getting pretty silly with the way that people hate on the Patriots. It's like, you guys do know this is the first year of a rebuild. Any other application of expectations, would you have them as high as you do? Like, it's weird. It's like people simultaneously thought the Patriots sucked, but also I don't know. It's weird, but their playoff run should have been considered. It was pretty crazy they made it. To the people who think they suck, but then they lost. It's like, I told you they can't win without Brady. It's like, by the way, I think blood cousin Keyshawn Vaughn is Braden's cousin.
He gets right in behind him. Nice lane to open up this game.
Well, if Rodgers left the Packers, nobody would expect them to make. Yeah, exactly. Nobody would expect the Packers to be good without Rodgers the first couple years. Oh, it wasn't good. 47-17. They killed us. Woo! Good play by the Eagles. Wait, serious what? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's Braden's cousin. Yep. Yeah, we had a good season. Don't let anybody. It's just like the Eagles. If the Eagles get their ass whooped today, what are you supposed to say about the Eagles? Like, wow, they lost. That's crazy. 2nd and 10, but there is a flag on the play. Probably hit a late hit on Brady. Is the game audio loud enough, by the way?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 90.
It seems pretty good. Hey, if the Eagles, so if you're an Eagles fan, you can't be mad about this season. Number one, you're getting your 3rd pick. You have 3 first-round picks, and you just made the playoffs. Oh, dude, he hit him low. Yeah, that's always going to be a penalty. Even the guy realized he helped him right up and went, fuck. You could see it on his face. He's like, oh, my God. Sounds good. All right, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But, man, good luck to your Steelers. I don't want to do that game. I'm going to avoid it because I don't like either fan base, and I don't want to deal with their fans tonight. No offense to the Chiefs. You can go up slightly. All right, well... All right.
2 good carries for him, and Mike Pereira lets
is that good?
back on that flag on Barnett.
I agree with Troy. Listen,
I also don't like watching Steelers games right now. They're very boring.
A low hit and should not, in my opinion, should not have been called.
Some people talk football way too. Yeah, I would say so. I get pretty I would say so. Oh no, is that picked? Oh, he went in the ground. Whew, Brady, gotta be careful. 3rd and 6.
On that right side, and Steven Nelson almost came
type of game. Tampa will be rusty for a lot of it, but we'll still end up winning. Close because the Eagles penalties will. Yeah, I actually have in my description, if you read it, that this should be a game for Tampa that they should win, and this shouldn't be much of a challenge. But they also need to like get any kind of rust off that might be there. Uh-oh. Injury on the play. Wirfs. Oh no.
They'll check on Wirfs. We'll take a break.
Uh-oh. Well, it's going to be a commercial break, because obviously with injury, so I'm going to mute it here. Wirfs down on the play. Hopefully it's not too bad. 14 minutes remains in the first. I got a buddy that will not come out of his room for days if the Gamecocks lose a big game. See, that's a little crazy. Dude, I can't. You know what I mean? Cheating for Brady already? How is there cheating for Brady? What, the guy hit him in his legs, so that shouldn't have been a penalty? This isn't the Patriots, by the way. If you're a Bills fan and you're watching this, readjust. This is Brady again. Brady gets every flag. Fucking horse shit. Yeah. I miss the days when we would get, questionable penalties. Now you can basically grab Judon, tackle him, and hug him for the entire play, and nothing happens. It's fucking horse shit. Do you know, actually, we've looked into this before, and do you know that Brady doesn't get as many calls as people think? Like, I think there was a time period where he only, from I think 2017 to 2019 or 20, he was only called for roughing the passer like 5 times. Like, that's not that many times if you think about it. Like, what, it was like once a season he gets it called on him. Like, there's actual statistics of how this, like, do you know who gets the most calls in the NFL? And you might even know. What's up, Cruz? You think it's going to be close? Yeah, Julian Edelman said he's going to, hey, go Julian. You think it'll be a good game? I hope it is. It's an injury timeout right now for Wirfs. But it's Matt Ryan actually gets the most calls in the NFL by quite a bit. No, Matt Ryan. You are not allowed, and if you think about it, think how often you've seen a play where Matt Ryan will get sacked and they'll be like, that felt dirty. Why are you throwing a flag? We don't know. Why would you hit him like that? Yeah, there's no reason, you don't have to like guys personally. Like, I acknowledge how good Peyton is. He's like a top 5. Yeah, Matt Ryan gets the most calls. It's very odd. I'll try and find that graph. Yeah, Julian lost $100,000. Well, it's also because the defense makes mistakes. Brady's pretty good at drawing penalties. What's up, Amir?
Get off the playing field.
There's an art to drawing pass interference. Well, and it's, he's super unathletic. What are you just going to bully an unathletic guy? 3rd and 6 here. Yeah, it's usually just Matt Ryan and his somewhat good receivers. Hey, if you're in Atlanta, if you're a Georgia fan, life's good right now. Braves won, fucking Bulldogs won, and that'll be a first down. So, hey, right now they don't give a fuck down in Georgia. They're good for a while again. They're like, hey, we didn't choke 2 championships. And you kind of got to root for Georgia. Yeah, Matt Ryan also is getting kind of old. I think he's 36. Yeah, 35, 36. Hoping Cardinals beat the Rams. That's going to be a tough game. They do not play the fucking Rams well at all. It's going to be a little quick pass to Evans. They get about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 here.
Gain of 2.
Yeah, Kyler's first playoff game.
And one of the keys to success.
I'm happy Bama lost.
Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown walked away, and they're without Ronald Jones.
I'm not a big fan of the Alabama shit. I can't wait till all the HBCUs start being good again. And none of the good fucking, and then like Michigan, like as soon as Jackson State gets a game against one of these SEC schools and they stop being pussies and play them, and when Jackson State runs the pockets, it's going to be hilarious. Because they're going to, they're going to keep getting top recruits, right? Like, that's not just going to stop. Travis Hunter was probably just the first of many kids to start going there, especially with the success of guys like Darius Leonard. That's a big, doesn't matter. Now you can take NIL deals. Oh, boy. It's probably game over. You could probably get more NIL money from the HBCU people, from those kind of boosters, than you can like an Alabama booster. Got to consider alumni, you know. Hopkins isn't playing, really. Dallas slipped in the playoffs. Yeah, and they're also bad outside of their division, and San Francisco's deadly outside of theirs. It'll be 1st and 8. Yeah, 49ers have a real shot at winning, especially because the Cowboys' rush defense hasn't been great lately. He was back. I don't know. I think it's up and down. 2nd and 7. Why do I feel like this is deja vu for some reason? Did the Eagles play the Bucs this year? Did this game happen? Or is this one of the only games that isn't? Is this the only game that isn't a rematch? They did? Okay. I was gonna say I feel like we watched it. I don't know why I feel like it, but like I'm having major deja vu here, and it's very weird. It'll be 1st and goal now. Hopkins is out. Okay. Well, that's rough. They're probably going to lose.
With that quick screen, you got offensive linemen out on the perimeter. When we talked to Tom Brady, he told us, I
wonder if the Patriots could get Darius Slay. He seems to be pretty fond of the Patriots, but like I don't know if we could get him.
Instead, he hands off, and Vaughn.
We're going to need help in New England. I've been thinking about players. 18 to 22 Bucs. Okay.
2nd down and goal.
Bucs lost? Wait. Oh, 28-22. Okay. Cowboys game. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. I knew it was one of them. It's 2nd and goal here. They'll probably score in the next 3 plays. Martin Luther King Jr. Day? Yeah, that's tomorrow, right?
MCL injury. Giovanni Bernard back in. 3 runs on this initial possession.
Yeah, they're very tricky games. Sometimes you get beat 47-17. It is what it is, and the other team's fans throw dildos on the field. Hilarious, though. You're off tomorrow? Hell yeah. That's pretty cool, Chad. Kind of a unique day to have a child be born, I would say.
Nice block there.
I think Eagles was getting garbage points. Yeah, I think I remember that game too. It was also one of the games where you like looked at Hurts and went, that wasn't a bad performance by this guy. What the fuck? Yeah, but I mean, it's funny the Eagles are going to lose, but it's also like, what are you supposed to say about a team that most people had winning 4 games, being a playoff team? You can't really talk shit about them. Because they massively over it. Not one goddamn, not even the craziest Eagles fan had them winning, getting in. Oh, shit, I forgot to say. Who the hell ran it in? Bernard, Giovanni Bernard.
Derek Barnett. They lost Tristan Wirfs.
Bernard scored a touchdown. It's 7-0. Yeah, I know, Braden. Your cousin almost got it. He had that crazy opening run, too. Yeah, man. This is a good shot for your cousin to win a job here. That's crazy. He could steal someone's job today. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's I don't know. He got really lost in the sauce when he started saying shit like Mason Rudolph is better than Mac Jones. It's like, bro, you don't think that. You're just pissed off. What are you doing? It's a commercial break, by the way. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Yes, sir. Football. I beat up Bucs team, still beating the Eagles. Got to tell you something. Well, the Eagles literally they're a sneaky play. They're a sneak team. Hey, I appreciate the like, Dre. I appreciate the likes, everybody. Very, very kind so far. Make sure you leave a like if you want more people to pop in, or if you haven't yet and you feel like you should. This is a cool thing that this guy makes little like beer handle crafts to like beer. What are those, taps? But they're creepy looking, kind of. Steelers need to find a green quarterback. Yeah, they should. They should be looking at other guys. I'm surprised they don't have a real replacement for him yet, but they could be looking at guys like Gardner Minshew, Tyler Huntley. 469 days in the playoffs. That's because Tom Brady's built different. He just has to ball today, and he will keep getting carries. Yep. It's cool, man. It's cool. I think they're better bridge quarterbacks than you would think. Yeah, Mariota's not a starter. It would be a better idea to run and try Gardner Minshew for a full season on a competent team than to run Mariota, who's proven to not be good. But I do agree. I don't think they are, but Gardner is still on the table, I think. You think Brady has another year? If he wants to, sure. But I also think if they win a title, they could. Tony Romo had the Eagles. Oh, yeah, that's true. Apparently, Tom. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Romo did say the Eagles could make the playoffs. Apparently, Tomlin is going to do a QB competition between Haskins and Mason as a rookie. Okay. I mean, Haskins should get a shot. I don't know. He's got talent. Let's just see if the Steelers were able to maximize or bring it out of him. We'll see. Well, Dylan, the extension was it was one of those things that made his contract less money. It's a year's voidable. It could be voided after this season, his contract, for no fun. What's up, baby? Yeah, I think Haskins might actually be their answer, and everyone's been laughing at me and saying I've been wrong since they signed him. I was told, I was wrong that he wasn't going to make the team. I was told that I was wrong that they don't like him, but it's just like, guys, there's a reason he's super talented. He's just lazy as a motherfucker. And I don't know why he's like that. I don't think so. It's not a real shot. I mean, they could hang in the game, though. I don't think they're going to lose like the Patriots just did.
Here is a toss to Sanders picking his way.
I hope somebody loses worse than we did. Like, I'm really hoping Tom opens up the whoop-ass cannon so he can, so we don't look as bad.
Which was the top rushing offense.
But at least no one's really blaming Mac. I will say most of the blame is lying squarely on the defense, which is what I'm very happy to see. Because that defensive effort last night by the Patriots might be one of the worst things I've ever seen in a football game. All right, second down in about 3. My nose is stuffy. Hurts. And no gain. Maybe a yard. Haskins could be, but let's see how he does. Yeah, we'll see with Haskins. RG3 had to leave because of injury. He's an injury retire. He's got bad knees because of the decisions made by the Redskins and himself, which is the reason why I have no idea why the Browns are letting let Baker play with a hurt shoulder. It's like, dude, did we not learn from RG3? Like, don't let these quarterbacks decide their fucking health. If they're obviously hurt, sit them. Because these dumb fucks seem to just play anyway. I appreciate the toughness. A good job by the Bucs to get a big sack there by number 45. And was that guy I really wanted the Patriots to get, but we had no shot at getting him. Oh, it was Whitehead, actually. Okay, it was Whitehead and White. Okay. God, their defense is so good at the linebacking core. Knowing what they had to do on their assignments. Shanks one again. Oh, God, a bad punt. Oh, no, Philadelphia. Here we go.
First-year punter hits a clunker to the 41. Just a 29-yard punt. And the Buccaneers lead by 7, have good field position. Second time they have it.
Should I eat these 200 milligrams of weed candy? I was going to do this yesterday, but I was too hyped up to eat. I didn't even eat dinner. You know how hungry I was? I ate 6 packets of oatmeal this morning because I forgot to eat. I was so hyped up after that game yesterday. I went to bed at 2:30 and shit, woke up at 3. Fucking sat there and thought about it for about an hour. I was like, damn. We really lost that bad. That's so embarrassing. And then I realized, I was like, I'm so hungry when I woke up. Damn, you said weed candy? Yeah, I got 200 milligrams of some chocolate, a chocolate bar here that I'm excited to eat. And I've also got another one. It was a buy one, get one at the dispensary. And I was like, oh, word? And I grabbed, so I was like, yeah, I'll get a thing. It's Barracuda THC milk chocolate, Detroit edibles. Handcrafted premium edibles. Not an ad. Could you imagine if I was actually just like shilling out weed candy just because now I like someone was like, we'll give you a free weed candy if you shill our product? I'd be like, yeah, okay. That'd be one of the greatest sponsorships that I could get on this channel. Best team Eagles beat was the Trevor Siemian-led Saints. Hey, there you go. Giants beat more teams. Washington. Oh, God, here comes that one guy. Hey, at least you get to enjoy the Eagles losing. You know, you're back in good spirits, it seems, that one guy. I forgot you guys fired Joe Judge. I forgot your demeanor about everything has changed. You're just like, yeah, it was tough, but at least we got rid of that fucking idiot. This man was really about to quit watching football if they didn't get rid of Joe Judge, I'm telling you. That shit was hurting him. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the kickoff, I'm assuming. Or no, they already punted. It'll be first down coming.
7 rings, 5 Super Bowl MVP awards, 3 MVPs for the league, several hairstyles, 2 teams, 1 GOAT, and just rolling right along.
I'm not sure he was ever ugly, but I think he's gotten better looking as he's gotten older.
Here's a handoff out to the 45-yard line is Keyshawn Vaughn. Meanwhile, after that punt, it ends up being a 27-yard punt.
Adam Gates back in Miami. All right, let's bring him back in now that we got a good quarterback.
It is a windy day, but you see Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, now interviewing for head coaching jobs, pointing to where it should be.
All right, 2nd and 8.
Moved it 2 yards during the break. Defender fell down, and the pass is caught.
3rd and 3.
Short of first
who is that? Fletcher Cox, or is he a DT?
He got tripped up a little bit, but had he been able to.
Do they still got Fletcher Cox in Philadelphia? Is he still playing, or did he retire?
Like you said,
I have no idea if that man's still out there. Oh, Sweat. What happened with Sweat?
3rd down and 3. Pass incomplete for Tyler
Was he
Johnson.
kicked off the team?
He's been a little off here in the early going.
4th and 3.
Brady's just not happy about it. Some of these throws that look like Brady's really off here in the early going.
I seen a headline that he was dismissed from the team after a situation, but what happened?
And you can tell the frustration that he has, and so you're letting that ball go when he pulls up.
Oh,
and
okay.
He's not running through the catch. If he does run, he catches it in stride.
Is he all right?
Nice
What happened?
And they're not punting, so just more poor execution really by Tampa more than anything that Philadelphia did defensively.
Defense, and then that.
It's amazing.
All right, it's commercial break. Yep. All right, Eagles ball, 1st and 10. That was a very uneventful drive by the Bucs. 1st and 10 at the Eagles 19. 6:59 remains in the first. Loves back-to-back 3 and outs. Oh, yeah, they do. That's free commercials, baby. What's up, Matt? They had to sit him out. Okay. Was it just what surgery did he need? Yeah, just I would advise staying off social media till after all these games are done. And then just kind of avoiding Patriots stuff for a while. Oh, pain in abdomen. What, do you have appendicitis or something? His appendix burst? You want the Eagles to win, but they probably won't. Yeah, I don't think so. Seems like a very unlikely outcome of this game. I don't know. Maybe like Chicago. It wasn't a ruptured appendix, but from what the Eagles report, from what the Eagles are saying. Okay. Usually pain like that's usually abdomen or Wasn't you, Kenyon? You're fine, man. Or Kevion, you're fine. You think so? Kenny, you're rooting for the Eagles. Kenny, the Eagles fan? Exposed. Screenshotted for Discord later.
Needs to slow down. Brady, on the other hand, anticipates that he's going to run through it. Probably should make that catch anyway, but some of course, Tyler Johnson now in his second year, he's played enough, but they're just a little bit off on a few of those throws.
You hate the Bucs. Appendix, and they had to go to work the next day. Military don't care. Damn.
First time they had it. Hurts keeps, goes over the right side.
That's rough.
Out on the edge. And that was Jack Stoll, backup tight end out there.
Dylan had one, but they don't know why. What was up with Sweat? They don't know what his injury was.
What's interesting about Philadelphia as we see Stoll running off the field is that
be right back.
They trade Zach Ertz after he finished the game week 6 against Tampa Bay, and after these coaches got together and started evaluating what they were doing, they started then running more two tight end personnel, which was ironic that they just traded a pretty good player. But that's been a big part of their offense, 2 and 3 tight ends for this running game.
Hurts, flag down, pass incomplete. The flag thrown at the beginning of the play.
All right.
Jason Pierre-Paul with
Tampa. Nice, Braden. Good for you, boss.
Offside. Defense, number 9.
Nagy to the Giants. Yeah, that's true.
A 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Yeah, you just said that, Braden.
So Jason Pierre-Paul,
no need to repeat yourself.
Missed the last 3 games as a tear in his shoulder is right there on the end and in the neutral zone. So basically a free play, and the penalty results in first down.
First and 10 at the 33. They're going to go with the run here. Completely sniffed out in the backfield, and it'll be a 5-yard loss. No, there's not a lot to be mad about other than the team just kind of played slow and lazy.
He's got great speed, and he is a physical player. He was up there.
Overall, the season was a success, just a really ugly ending. That's what's to take away. Very good season, ugly end.
Tampa Bay has had some issues over the last few weeks. A lot of teams have been able to get on the edge, on the
It's clear they just didn't play well yesterday, but also in the same breath, they played lazy. They just didn't have, it just wasn't their day, and they played bad.
Hurts throws, pass is caught, and
moderate gain. It'll probably be about 6 yards.
Who's playing just a couple of weeks removed from that broken hand.
It's all right. It's not so bad to experience a tough loss in the NFL.
Says he's good to go and not limited in any way.
The conference championship curse. True.
Well, Philadelphia,
no one ignored you.
Prepared for Todd Bowles in this blitzing defense. Nobody blitzes more than Todd Bowles. You better have some answers, especially here at 3rd and long.
Good protection for Hurts. That's tipped and
Well, picked
off.
Oh, it hit the ground. Either way, it'll be 4th and 9, so the Bucs or the Eagles will probably have to punt this away. The Patriots, because I'm challenging that loss in the Supreme Court. The league changed the way scoring was handled before the game, which is against the league's constitution. And because of that, and not every owner voted yes on it or some weird reason or something, I'm going to challenge it in the Supreme Court that we should have won 17-0. None of the Bills points should have counted. Not that they're fraudulent. It's just that, like, you know, they shouldn't have counted.
Down by 7.
And I get to pick and choose how the points count.
You don't.
And then it's legitimate. Don't worry. I have a special group called the Sports Ninjas on it. I'm sure they'll find that I'm completely right to cry here, that there was some foulness going on in that game. Anyway, Bucs get the ball back, 1st and 10 at the Tampa 30. 4:25 remains in the first. He's still cleared to play right now. The league can't technically suspend someone during an ongoing investigation. So until something happens in that, the league can't do anything. The bye week stopped momentum, but old D and injuries. Bills got help. Yep, I agree, Assassin. Defense needs to get a little younger. Yeah. They're not allowed to do anything with Deshaun until something actually happens with him. And I'm telling you, those women should probably just take the money payments. Like, it feels like something would have happened by now with that. It feels like it's just sitting there. Because I don't think any side can prove anything. It's just it's a giant he said, she said. Because I don't think there's really hard proof any way around, right? So now it's like, well, what the fuck? What happens? Do they just sit like this forever? or if you're Deshaun, do you just go, fuck this, and just pay him off? I mean, it's one of them things where you're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. Well, you know what I mean? You can make it all go away if you're Deshaun, if you just pay him. But if you really feel you're innocent, then but he's also offered money. So now he's probably in the state where he's like, fuck this. This is the same mindset a lot of them guys probably get into. I'm not dealing with any of it. I don't think they can find anything criminal, though, Dylan. I don't think that's true. I haven't heard of anything being criminal. In fact, I haven't heard there's any criminal evidence at all whatsoever, to the point where the Houston PD and multiple different jurisdictions have come out and said we are not bringing any criminal charges on Deshaun. There's no criminal complaints. None of them are going to go anywhere, it sounds like. It's to the point where Deshaun's been contacted by the FBI about being the victim of an extortion plot. So this is a giant. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this story. It kind of just disappeared from the headlines. Probably a good move by all parties involved to get this out of the media, because it's just a weird back and forth. He said, she said.
Well, the Eagles bring pressure, and Anthony Harris is the one who's in coverage. A good route by Gronkowski as Harris takes.
There's just and you can't disprove it either with Deshaun. That's the tricky situation for everybody. You can't prove or disprove. It's just, who do you believe in this?
Gets hit by McLeod, but not before Gronkowski got 8. And Tom Brady now with 8 completions to
the Dolphins fans, I want to. Yeah, there's no criminal charges. The NFL would have suspended him if criminal charges came up. That's the difference, by the way. I think with criminal charges, if he had pending criminal charges, Watson could be kicked out of the league or suspended. But there's not even anything. Woo! What a snag by who was that? Tyler Johnson with a little snag there. To get Watson and Flores in there. Black coach. Yeah, I know, that's a little tough. Where would Watson go if he came back? Broncos or something like that. Broncos I think, would be a good team for him. Steelers are an option. Patriots. If the Texans have any balls, they'd trade Deshaun Watson to the Patriots.
Good protection, and Gronkowski, the target, incomplete.
Him and Robert Kraft would be very good buddies, I would imagine. Deshaun.
And you still have a chance to win it. Scan the QR code now and enter.
Like, we could help Deshaun out from not being a creep. We could get him fixed up. We could fix him if he really does have these creepy issues in jack-off parlors or whatever. We could, Kraft can introduce him to the women that don't talk shit. Even in the face of being deported back to Asia, these women were like, we ain't talking shit about nothing. What great fucking ladies. To get massages from. Do you know how profitable their business is if they're still in operation? The fact that none of them billionaires got anything brought against them, and all the millionaires, billionaires.
And 16 yards from Mike.
None of them, because those women wouldn't cooperate. They just wouldn't do shit. It was just one of the most. There's like, well, it's not human trafficking, and then the FBI and everybody backed off, and then it was just up to Florida to try to figure it out, and none of them women cooperated. They're like, yeah, fuck off. And I was like, hell yeah, there we go. That's smart women right there. Why the fuck would you ever tattle on those guys? Nope, you just shut up and then you know what's going to happen. You're smart enough to see the long game and keeping your mouth shut. Because really, it's no one's business. If it's a consenting situation, Some nice old lady. Some nice lady wants to give you it's all negotiated, and government really shouldn't be getting involved in that. Kind of weird that they do. Like,
a little late getting there. Brady beats him with the ball.
Flag flies on the play as Keyshawn Vaughn runs it up.
That's my own philosophy, though.
Stood up near the 2.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. What's going on?
Just another flag.
What, is this going to be a free first down at like the 1 yard line for the Bucs?
One in the field of play. I think the Eagles.
They may have gotten Philly, yeah.
These online trolls aren't very good anymore, Dylan.
Was looking for and was satisfied that the flag was thrown, but then another flag came in late.
Coming down south on you. You don't even know what proper terminology to use. Dude, she is sucking my pee-pee.
Sets up 1st and goal as Milton Williams, the rookie from Louisiana Tech, who's been playing better and better, was guilty of both calls.
Yeah,
hey, Brandon, what did Titch feel like?
He's going to get, even more playing time with Josh Sweat.
If you say bags of sand, you're a lot cooler than you think you are, because then I know what movies you watch, and then you're a funny dude. But if you fail to, if you don't say bags of sand and you actually give me a real answer here, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you, man.
Taken by Vaughn down inside the 1 as Anthony Harris made the tackle. 2nd and goal.
It's another good drive by
great line from the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin.
They picked up the pace there for a number
What's up,
of
Mile High?
plays, and that's a big part of offensive football. Is being
Well,
it's
2nd and goal at like the 1, maybe the 2.
Like right,
could even be the 3 if you're adventurous.
A little bit on their heels. And not sure about substitutions. They catch them with 12 men.
They're going to have to run a play here. I looked at the play clock. A lot of teams just let the play, usually just let the shit run. All right. Oh, Keyshawn Vaughn with the touchdown. Hey, Braden, there's your guy, huh? It was so loud at the Tampa game. Oh, my God.
Giovanni Bernard with the first score, and now
it's so loud that you can tell it's very loud at that Tampa game because you could barely hear the cannons firing. That is very fucking loud because from like CMU has a cannon that they fire, for example, and I hear that shit very loudly from like nearly a mile away from the football field. So I can only imagine what the Buccaneers oh no, Jensen's hurt.
They had 3 Pro Bowlers this year, and they may be playing the rest of the game without 2 of them.
So Ryan Jensen is down and in pain. A man who's made 81 straight regular season starts. We'll check on him before the extra point.
Well, that's not good. It's an injury timeout for Jensen. Hopefully it's not anything. It looked really bad. He looked pretty upset. It's 13-0 though, Bucs with 25 seconds remaining here in the first. You know, it was weird the other day. Do you know if you hum and like make like general tones that sound like a song, you can get copyright claimed? Because I used to do a bunch of like little like riffs and stuff. Those were getting claimed, dude. I got claimed on like 5 of those yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? I can't do that anymore. So now like I can't make any of like the little yeah, I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that was even. I'm like, dude, this is silly, dude. I was like, I should at least challenge it, but I'm like, I'm just gonna mute it. I don't give a fuck. I don't rewatch these shits. They need to review their copyright system on the internet pretty hard. That needs to be reviewed and adjusted. Because I really don't know how I get away with what I do here. It seems like I should get in trouble, but I don't think that they can. I guess it's just the pictures they don't want really being disseminated. Nothing. Oh, shit. I thought something was talking to me. It was like, 911, what's your emergency? I was like, I don't have any. I'm all good. I don't even know how you got in my head. What'd Braden say? Yo, Dylan, at least I have more chicks than just 1.0 wife. I mean, dude, you need like a penthouse for them. You know what I mean? What? A penthouse for more than... You got lots of bitches, Braden? How many bitches you got, bro? You got 2 or 3 bitches? I'm curious to know what kind of life Braden's living. What's your life like, Braden? What you living like, bro? Are you like already a crypto millionaire? Yeah, I know, Matt. You proved that one night. You were just like, I got 20 bitches, and then a bunch of... Jetson looked upset. Yeah, no, it looked like he's hurt. He was like punching the ground and shit too. Yeah, Donnie, same here. It's not so much that we lost that's upsetting, and I mean that sucks, but it is what it is. Kind of, it's just nice to be in the playoffs after last year, but it was the lack of effort. It felt like it looks like we just didn't try, and I hope we're playing a little. There's a number of guys playing with pretty weird injuries. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know, and they're all very old, a lot of our key players. But, yeah, that injury could hurt the Bucs. That could be very bad. Braden, you're not answering my questions. I don't like when people ignore me. Oh, we'll be fine next year. What do you mean? What, do you see the team getting worse? I don't. Yeah, that's because a lot of them were old and tired. As long as we get like a decent level of like our defense is probably going to look more like it did in 2020 than it did in 2021, which is fine. As long as Mac takes a couple steps forward and the offense gets another weapon maybe and a little tighter cohesion, we'll be fine, dude. Yeah, we weren't going to make the playoffs playing the Colts, Titans. I mean, I heard that this year. So people said this year, too, we weren't making the playoffs. So, I mean, you can be a hater. I don't know what you're so negative about.
Team into the playoffs, Nick Sirianni saying we didn't come this far to only come this far.
Well, that is true, but at the same time, their success over the second half of the season, they weren't playing real good football teams. They haven't faced a good quarterback since Week 9 against Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
If we compare rookie years,
Left side gets 2.
Omar, Josh Allen wasn't like even remotely close to what Mac's potential looks like after year 1. Enjoy the temporary reign, I guess I would say.
Defense and their players back that they've been without here over the last few weeks.
1 quarter in the books.
All right, that's the end of quarter 1 finally. Pretty long first quarter there. 14-0 Tampa leads the Eagles. 14-0 Tampa leads these Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Eagles' ball. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the Philadelphia 29. No, I know, Donnie. I'm just saying I think you need to. I don't think we had that easy of a season, to be honest with you. We'll split with the Dolphins. We'll split with Allen. We'll probably beat the Cardinals. We'll probably beat the Bengals. Will be interesting, but I think we can beat them if they don't improve their offensive line. Listen, I think you're just. We also play a number of very easy teams. If those are the only teams that we play that are good, you also have to look at who we also play. We play the Lions, the Vikings, the Bears. We play the Jets twice. There's 5 fucking wins. I mean, we play the Browns. It sounds like we play the Steelers, the Ravens, or do we not play everybody in the North? Don't fret, Donnie. I think you're still. I think you're still in the feelings about this playoff game, which I understand. I think your feelings on that'll change once we get going. Once we remove ourselves a little from a game in which our veterans were gassed. Yeah, the Ravens aren't that good, man. Don't worry. They have literally, dude. Just wait. We don't even know if the okay. So say the Packers win the Super Bowl, right? Like something weird happens, they win the Super Bowl, and Aaron retires. Are you worried about playing the Packers next year? Are you? Are you really worried about fucking Jordan Love? Nobody is. They're a win on everybody's calendar next year. They're a revenge team next year. For a lot of teams. I mean, the Lions made Jordan Love look ridiculously bad. I get that it was the Lions starting secondary against him, but it's also like those are all practice squad guys. Bills, Cardinals, Raiders, and Colts. Colts, who knows? It really depends on what they look like. I feel like we're going to play them a lot better. Yeah. You got to remember, we also had a rookie quarterback this year that kind of ran into some very interesting games. So it's all right, man. It's all right. It really depends on how Mac improves or regresses. Based on the way Mac looks, he seems like the kind of quarterback that's going to really work on his offseason. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I've been pro Rodgers staying in Green Bay for the longest. I've been saying since last offseason he's not leaving. The only reason I think he might leave is if he retires. Are you talking Mac? Mac was just fine. I just think he needs to work on the offseason to get better and better and better. That's what I hope I see Mac doing. And if he does that, I think he becomes a much better quarterback next season very quickly. He should actually go work with Josh Allen, in all honesty.
A simple defensive breakdown that ultimately led to an NBA Finals game loss.
Devontae. Who? Oh, Devontae? Yeah, there's no way he leaves Arizona. Oh, well, maybe if Aaron retires, that's the only way. If not, he's going to stay in Green Bay on like a fucking $5 million contract. And Hurts gets sacked. Another big play by the Bucs. This Bucs defense is fired up.
Yeah, they come off the pressure. They come off the edge.
Yeah, Mac did pretty good.
Comes off the left side. Jamel Dean comes off the right side of this defense, and they drop out Vita Vea.
Good
so
playoff.
the
Playoff run as a rookie. You can only. That's all you can hope for.
It out is the challenge, and they're not able to do it, and they get home on Jalen Hurts.
Kirk to the Bears.
3 possessions for the Eagles, 1 first down.
Too much money.
A penalty. Here's a line drive punt by Sipos, and on a hop, it's Darden.
Patriots are probably 2 years from taking the division, though.
That hit by T.J. Edwards. And a 4-yard return. We're back
about offseason work. He's going to be amazing next year. Just get him one deep threat and some younger guys. Yep. Oh, dude, I think that team's just fine in a year or two.
My little nephew. He looks more like Dad every time I see him. Dad is
yeah, dude, you just got to think like Donta Hightower, Devin McCourty, Slater. All those guys played, and they looked very old. Kyle Van Noy. Like, a lot of those guys probably got to get gone with, and we got to get some younger talent in there. If that's Uche, if that's Winovich next year, so be it. It's just those. It's just obvious. And you have to consider, wasn't like 3 or 4 of our starting secondary guys out, including Mills, our number 2 corner. Yeah, I say let another team have it. Maybe it'll take some heat off of us for a while. Let people get annoyed at Buffalo so we come back as saviors.
And that was a downfield throw and a pickup for Brady of 18, his longest completion of the half.
What happened to Judon? Judon gets held every single play. If for some reason the league does not throw flags on for Matthew Judon getting held, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm not saying that's why we lost. I'm just saying though, like, they just never flag Matthew Judon, so you could just hold him. I've been watching the GOAT for my whole life. Sheesh. Yeah, too bad Brady can't complete throws like that into triple coverage. That's all on Evans somehow, I guess.
Without all of the weapons that he typically has, if he gets that look with Evans, I assure you he's going
what an insane throw, dude.
Throw him the football.
I don't think so. I just think our offense has to get more consistent, and then we'll be able to deal with the Bills a little stronger. Plus, our secondary was pretty banged up yesterday, and it was fairly obvious when you guys could throw anywhere. What's up, C? What up, C4? Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, I expected to lose. The only thing that's not fun was how bad, like how ugly they looked.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, 34-11 in his postseason.
Oh yeah, if the Bills lose, dude, it would be glorious. But it's also the bummer is that they probably are going to be playing the Chiefs. So I can't root for either team. We're gonna have to like root for the Bengals to somehow win this AFC, and I don't know if like they can. Imagine if Joe Cool though does win the fucking AFC. I'd be like, oh, what a savior.
And yeah, he's going to get more opportunities. He's leaving the field now, but
he'd be in Russell Wilson territory for me. Yeah, I don't. The Eagles are just getting moved on. This is going to be a repeat of the game last night, it looks like. I mean, yeah, we had one outside corner. Yeah, that's true. We had one starting outside corner who wasn't on the practice squad at one point in this year. Fair enough point. And old-ass Devin McCourty at safety. I thought he was injured. I didn't realize he was. Yeah, it's fine, Mike. It is what it is. It might have made little difference. We maybe would. Well, we would have lost 35-17 instead. No, and apparently Wilson. I think he should, but apparently he's like exploring his options. I read an article on NFL.com.
Jonathan Gannon on Tom Brady the first time.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I do love Mac Jones. He's a great quarterback for this team. But I think we should trade Mac Jones and every single first-round pick for the next 5 years for Russell Wilson. No, we need to get Wilson in New England in some feasible way. We will win the Super Bowl next year with Russell Wilson. I don't even give a fuck who we got him throwing to. With that offensive line, oh, dude, Russell will be unstoppable. I think that's the ultimate solution to win the Super Bowl next year. Get Russell Wilson. We don't even need first-round picks for a decade, really, in all honesty. Who gives a shit? We can't draft anyway. Yeah, I know. We're never going to be able to get fucking Oh, they dropped the touchdown. Evans wasn't able to reel it in. Kind of a bad throw, though. Good defense as well. I know. It'll never happen. These are the things I think about, though, when I'm taking a shit in the morning.
I don't count last week against the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, of course, being one of those.
I'm rooting. You know, I have to get removed from it, but I'm going to be rooting for the Bills because I'd prefer the AFC East to win, and I really don't like the Chiefs. Their fans, other than like Eric and Adam, I think they're the worst motherfuckers on the planet. Mainly because I got beef with them from the Kansas City Chiefs days, so it's old. It's really old beef, and it's probably hard to understand. But they're right up there with the Jets with me, like the Chiefs are. I really don't like them too much.
Yeah, Kerrigan, he comes up the field. He doesn't know that Bernard is in motion, and as he's coming up to rush Brady,
yeah, I'm pro-division, though. I like the AFC East. I hate the way it's portrayed. I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. So I'm quite fine with rooting for the Bills in this coming game. Plus, I've been pro-Bills since they got Josh Allen. I've been fucking telling people that the Bills are the next team up in the division for a long time. So I am partially
And Jonathan Gannon's defense found some answers there inside the 10. A loss of 7 on that sack. Derek Barnett.
Yeah, who knows with the Steelers? They're gonna have to sell out on that. But
Gronkowski, right from the start, he thought he had a match.
Did not sack Brady in that Week 6 matchup. They get one here to force his field goal try of 34 by Suckup.
I wouldn't blitz.
Snap a little high. Kick is perfect.
They're about to get like Eric Bieniemy type offensive coach, and they have Kellen Mond waiting in the wing.
Defense to keep him out of the end zone, but Tom Brady's team up 17.
Can I ask you a question?
All right, we're in the second quarter here with 9:16 remaining. 9:16 remaining here in the first half. Buccaneers lead 17-0. That's pretty much been it. The Eagles look just about as bad as the Patriots did yesterday. So, I think they'll keep Kirk because he's expensive for one more year. But it's one of those things where it's they very clearly like Kellen Mond. I think they're even but now that they got rid of that dumb fuck coach that they had who doesn't know offense. Allen, yeah, he's good. He's a fun quarterback. He's I've called him white Cam Newton for a long time. And if you know what my opinion of Cam Newton, you know that's not an insult. My only criticism of Josh Allen has ever been that the dude was wildly inaccurate for 2 years. And I'm sorry, but if you were to ask him, do you think you were an inaccurate quarterback for the first couple years there? He'd be like, oh, yeah, that was terrible. That was so bad. Literally, there's a reason I'm not at 70 completion percentage because I completed 51% of my throws as a fucking rookie. I don't think so. I don't think McDaniel's coach is conservative. You have to remember, we have a rookie coach, dude, or a rookie quarterback. Remember with Brady, the kind of offense we ran, it was trick plays, a lot of gadgets, a lot of this, a lot of unique throws down the field, a lot of very interesting developing plays that required a deep understanding of the offense. Those will come back to the offense. You have to. We have a rookie quarterback. Everyone needs to take a step back. We have a rookie quarterback in his first year in an offense. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. He will be just fine. They will get Mac Jones into this. It's a very complex offense. Tom Brady runs the same offense in Tampa Bay. Just so you know. They converted the offense to what suits Tom, and Tom brought down fucking this offense because he really, really likes what Josh McDaniels does offensively. You can line up plays that the Bucs run, and you can run plays that the Pats run this year, and they're the same fucking plays. It's literally the Bucs throw more deep options in their plays with the Bruce Arians influence. Obviously, there's still going to be some Bruce Arians type plays where they just run streaks. But, like, as bad as McDaniels is with head coaching, he's a great offensive schemer. Like,
and not much of a return.
Just a young coach, man.
Yards by Gainwell here. And here comes Jalen Hurts down 17 points here early.
Young quarterback, rather.
Right now, just not a lot going well for Philadelphia.
I would say if you don't think Matt grew from the start of the year to the end of the year, think about how often Matt got sacked at the beginning of the season versus how little he was getting sacked at the end.
Player down for Philadelphia.
Like, remember how weird it was at the beginning of the season? It seemed like this dude was at least once or twice a drive just getting driven into the Eagles have an injury, so they have to go to an injury timeout. Johnson was injured on the play. I don't know. There's very obvious things that Mac improved on this season, and those are they're just small things that are hard to look at. Yeah, he's more mobile. He understands how to read in the pocket. He understands how to move and slide a little bit. He knows how to buy himself an extra second in the pocket by moving, sliding. He's still a little green at it. He's still figuring it out. But these are the things that, like, Josh McDaniels is teaching him, trying to preach to him, trying to buy time for his line by being a little bit more, loose on your feet, not, being a statue. Like, there are small things that he will teach the kid as it grows and grows and grows. Yeah, I'm doing the Cowboys-Niners, but not the other one. The pocket presence, it's gotten better, too, as that's the smallest little things. And there was, like, fucking there was more drops than that. Yeah, Brandon Bolden needs to be... People are always saying it's either Brady or Belichick for the Brady. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. You can't... I don't think one without the other exists. If that makes sense to anybody. I think Brady was the perfect lightning rod for whatever a crazy genius Belichick was. And when that happens, I think whatever Belichick was preaching was the same mentality that Brady needed to bounce off of to make him go, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep doing that. And it's such a if you think for me with a second, you can see how the Bucs are cracking a little bit with the way Brady does things. Like, it's fucking things up a little bit. Look at the way Antonio Brown talks about it. Look at the pushback initially by Arians. I feel like there's a lot of you can see a lot of what Brady, the way Brady is as a football player, is directly Belichick's philosophy. You can hear it in the way Brady talks about and dissects the game. The clutchness was there, yeah, but I'm talking the approach and philosophy of the game. Brady is such a student of Bill Belichick. It's crazy. Yeah, they're gonna lose all their coaches. Buffalo, yeah, 100%. Leslie Frazier and Dabble are gone.
Goddard and Devontae Smith been targeted a combined one time.
There's a duality to that situation there between the two of them, but Brady is definitely the student of Belichick, whereas Brady, I think, has a natural work ethic, natural desire to win, and exactly how Brady approaches the game of football is directly with Bill Belichick. It's the same approach. And it would be interesting to see if Brady actually goes into coaching after his career. He'd probably be a good one. Why did Antonio Brown need to live for a good reason? Why is that, Matt? Yep. And Bill gave him the chance, and Bill's the ultimate kind. It was such a good meeting of the two. I don't know if one can exist as a Brady probably still would have been a pretty good quarterback. But who knows if he's this Brady? And Bill probably is a decent head coach, but is he this Bill Belichick?
There on the outside, Jamel Dean just goes right through him.
Why do you think Bill's coaches are going anywhere? Who, Leslie Frazier and Brian Dabble? Brian Dabble almost got signed by several teams last year. He's considered one of the number one guys, the Bills' offensive coordinator. And Leslie Frazier is one of the top defensive guys. I mean, their defense has been really good.
2nd and 10. They still have one-on-one here.
I think teams are eager to give Leslie Frazier a second chance as a head coach as well. If I remember right, he coached before. But I think his first stint as a head coach, he was like fucking 35 or some crazy shit like that. He was very young, if I remember correctly, the first time he tried coaching, or got a head coaching job.
But when you're getting one-on-one with Devontae Smith,
Mitch left the team after his contract was up. He was done with that shit.
At the line of scrimmage, that is not going to get it done against Tampa Bay.
What's up, Casper? How's it going, boss? Bad matchups somewhat. Wild card is a little is wild. Yeah, I think he was the youngest coach ever. Leslie Frazier. Yep. He was a little overwhelmed. Leslie will be very good again, though. I think it's a similar situation to Dan Campbell. Like, this isn't technically Dan Campbell's first run as a head coach with the Lions, and that's probably why he looked a little bit. Yeah. Doing good, man. I'm doing good. A little upset with yesterday's game, but I moved on. Yeah, Hurts is looking pretty good so far. Good run too. Are Bills done for the season? No, Bills are playing tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but like Saturday or Sunday, I would imagine.
Now Philadelphia finally starting to get something.
Yeah, the Patriots were. That's a dynasty for you.
They're changing up the tempo a little bit as well.
There's all kinds of reasons why AB left. Isn't he having surgery tomorrow or some shit on his ankle?
Levante David almost came up with it. Antoine Winfield had pressure, and I'm not.
Yeah, McDaniels. I wonder. I don't know if he wants to be a head coach again, Casper. That's the thing. Like, Josh doesn't. Has he agreed to do any interviews yet? Bucs don't do well with mobile quarterbacks, which probably explains why Hurts is. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yep.
Third down and 4.
Wait, he is Rob. What happened? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, Ben. What's going on? I think the Chiefs, as long as they don't lose. I think Josh wants to, but he just wants to be the head coach of the. Yeah, that's the thing, and I think he's actually next in line if Bill retires. He's the next coach, so AB. He is having surgery tomorrow. That's what I thought. I knew it was a Monday, but I couldn't remember if it was last Monday or this Monday. Yeah. Josh just wants to be the Patriots head coach. All he's got to do is wait Bill out, and he gets the job. But like, I haven't heard he's interviewing with anywhere yet, though.
On the field, they made one stop when they gave the ball to Brady.
Plus, that stunt with the Colts might turn a lot of teams off.
Maybe they could do it again if they don't make it, but right now they know they need points, and they're in that.
Yeah, I don't think the money was whatever because he got a lot of money already from him. I think it was more the ankle and a convenient reason to, I don't. Who knows what happened with that one?
So is our best unlimited plan ever. Mary, welcome to Verizon's new plan with 5G ultra wideband now in many more cities.
Yeah, that whole situation seems very confusing. You don't want Josh as the head coach?
Did you just say for real? Sorry. Let's put it to work with 6 premium entertainment subscriptions included.
Shh, I'm in the lead.
Go on, watch all you want.
Yeah, the Colts thing's a big deterrent.
Serves a better phone? How about a new one on us?
Seriously?
Yep, it's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
And we got 4th down and
but also the thing that makes Kraft want to miss it. Yep, because he's very loyal to the Patriots.
Let's see what he decides to do here.
And he's I've always been a very low minority of people who defend Josh McDaniels as a coordinator. I just don't badmouth him because the fact that Brady runs his offense in Tampa Bay should really tell you something.
Hurts throws and the pass is complete for the first down to Goddard.
And that there's like 5 teams that would hire him instantaneously if he interviewed with them is also very telling. I'm telling you, if he went and interviewed with the Dolphins, they'd hire him. Like, guys, Josh is in high demand and he will not leave the Patriots. It is what it is with the guy. He interviewed with the Colts, basically was given the job, and he basically went, all right, I'll take it, and then like last minute went, I actually never mind, I'm not interested in this shit at all. And the Colts got this ruined the Colts in the hiring season, so they had to hire yeah, it was like a sign that he broke contract and it was brutal. And then they got Frank Reich. So I think the Colts winded up as a Patriots fan, I was very happy that he did that. I was like, I hope he did that shit on purpose. Your old lady's going to cook for you? Oh, what you getting to eat, man? Goddard, you got to catch that, dude. There's zero excuse to miss a ball between the hands. That fucking candy bar is kicking in.
I think he agrees. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that literally might be why the Eagles don't score at all in this game.
But especially in a postseason game, that those make the difference.
I think so. See, Casper, people some Patriots fans aren't the biggest fan. Oh, you're getting cheeseburgers? Oh shit. Oh, I missed the other part. I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm going to make cheeseburgers. All right. She's going to make them for you. Okay. Yeah, that's because he's got the street smarts, Mr. Kraft does, and he probably figured out which bitches to go to from his friends. Who's some of his friends? He's got hilarious, like Nicki Minaj, the guy he helped get out of prison. Who the fuck was that again? What rapper did he get out of prison, basically? The one from Philly. Meek Mills. That's what it was. That shit is hilarious. He probably did help get Kodak pardoned. But he had a significant role in the Meek Mills getting out of jail early situation.
Teams overthink it. Look how soft Jamel Dean is here in coverage. You take your best receiver.
Robert Kraft is a hilarious individual when you look into his personal life. You're like, I didn't even know this about this guy. No, Brady. Yeah, Brady. No, I don't think that. Yeah, no, Brady still talks to McDaniels about what to do with the Bucs offense. He reaches out to him regularly. Like, dude, it's so weird, the narrative between everybody. And then it came out, almost picked. Oh, man. It was fourth down anyway, so it'll be the Bucs ball. But, oh man. Kraft is a G. Yeah, Kraft has a hilarious, grilled burgers. Hell yeah. Yeah, the entire Brady, like, you found out this year that Brady and Belichick are still close, and that for months they'd been setting up the meeting after the Patriots and Bucs play. The whole thing is fake, dude. It's just something ESPN likes to run with for no reason, because Brady went to a team that was Super Bowl ready instead of sticking with a team that was entering a rebuild, which is exactly what this year and last year was, rebuild years. There's no that's the fakest shit ever. I've never even seen, dude, they've never even had a sideline argument, Brady and Belichick and McDaniels. Not one goddamn time did they even, sometimes Brady would be like this to McDaniels, and
I've always been running to
yeah, there was none. Yeah, he was always a backup. He was always trade bait, you guys. He probably thought Brady, though, like a normal person, was going to retire after the Falcons Super Bowl. I thought so. I thought if they would win another one, he was going to go out. You know what I mean? But then Brady kept playing. So I could see where there was like a confusion with that one. More than, there wasn't drama, though. It was more like, oh, shit, we got to trade Jimmy now. You see him rocking the Air Force One Nikes. Who's that, Omar? Kraft? Brady's longevity is the only issue that ever arose. Like, shit, well, we were going to use Jimmy, but, like, I guess we couldn't keep Brady. ESPN talked about Aaron's toe for a month. I chose to ignore them. Yeah, the weird COVID toe injury. I really enjoy Aaron's trolling of the media. At this point now, he should just start saying shit like, you know, remember when Trump said to inject bleach? I did that, and I feel great. And see if they take it very seriously. It's like, well, Aaron was on that show saying to battle COVID, he was injecting bleach. And you know they take that bait, too, because they're all fucking idiot. They're all really, really, really dumb when it comes to Aaron Rodgers right now. Brady leaving wasn't some kind of conflict. It was just him moving on. Yeah, exactly. It's like, guys, we're entering a rebuild. It was very obvious the Patriots needed to rebuild. You think Philly's going to keep the ball due to penalty? Wait, what? Was there a penalty on the play? It's enforced between downs, so I don't think. Yeah, but see, Nolan's really stupid. I don't think they. I think it's between. I think it's still the Bucs' ball though. It just means they get backed up. It's between downs. It's between down penalty. Plays over and dead. They can't. Yeah. Yep. It is a penalty. Yeah. It's a penalty. You're right. It's like a 15, 20-yard backup. So instead of having unreal field position, they have to start at like the 20. I think directly on the 22.
First down from the 22.
Aaron Andrews will know.
That's true, Casper. Yeah, I guess he has to be a little careful, but I would be. I would be trolling though if I was Rodgers, using my powers. Yeah, taunting. Okay.
He's back, Joe, but he is really limping out there. He's not moving particularly well.
Even when Trump said that, and 0 people, they were like, "He's joking, everybody." Jesus Christ. At least we hope he's joking. Oh yeah, he said he was joking. See, we're good. Yeah, no sane person thinks, yeah, this is a good idea to put bleach into the old bloodstream. And if you do, well then see you later. We don't need you around anymore. Jensen's back in. Hey, good to see.
Yeah, he's moving pretty gingerly out there, and
yeah, he's moving a little. One lady did it well. That's fine. We don't need her making more babies.
If this doesn't get better in a hurry,
like it's just like, well, we're better off as a species without you. Thank you for sacrificing yourself.
Is a really positive sign.
Yeah, that's true.
A year ago when they had those injuries up front.
They're down in 7 and a sack for this Eagles defense back at the 15. Kerrigan and Barnett. And Wirfs is slow to get up again.
Wirfs is hurt again.
They got the inside pressure. Here's Kerrigan on the outside, and you got.
Cool. That looked ugly.
There just really was nowhere for Brady to go. And now you've got.
Like when I joke about drinking shots of bleach, I've actually had someone ask how it tastes, and it got me messed up. Oh yeah, no. Oh wow. Okay, that's a little worrying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you take stuff like that, I mean, it's a bad taste joke, sure, and I don't think the president should be saying shit. I do agree with that, but you gotta give I'm not a Trump guy. I didn't like him very much, but like, you gotta admit the guy does try and talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like he does stand there and make a lot of. He's a joking guy. He's a very lighthearted person, Trump. In a different world, he's probably a comedian. If he's brought up slightly different. Natural comedic timing is very, very high with him. He says he has no fucking filters. But, so you got to understand, a lot of shit that guy says is probably taken in jest. But should he say shit like that when he was the president? Probably not. You're right.
Ready, action. Coming up on the Verizon halftime show, we'll break down the first half between the Bucs and Eagles.
Yeah, but about Wirfs is clearly hurt, but no reason. Yeah, it's a little weird. They must, unless they're, offensive linemen are built different, Braden. They're kind of hard to decide. It's like, well, you guys shouldn't play. If you want to, go ahead. But yeah, that's probably a culture in Tampa, it sounds like, playing while injured.
Just not a good combination with Terry.
All right, here. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Best starting field position for the Eagles.
They're at the 39.
Under 2.5 to go, 2 timeouts. Chance to score.
I think so. I think there should be some, like, if you want to be crazy before and after, that's totally fine on my end. I don't mind that, but it's just like, you're the president, you should be a little chill. Oh, shit, here we go. Oh, there's a flag.
And out of bounds at the 30 is Goddard.
I just wish he would have
Mike Edwards missed a tackle along the way, but we'll see.
Not gone so fucking crazy about the election. That shit was so annoying.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
He's a loudmouth Yankee, but he won me over.
I think Whitehead was going to the ground, and it looked like Kelsey may have grabbed him. I don't believe.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Mike, what do you think?
That was a penalty all the way.
Sets up where it looks like a hold, but he doesn't really get a grab there. But from this perspective,
No, that's a hold all the way.
More, I think, of a hold
From
than
Southern
it really
Chad.
was.
I got you, Chad.
A big penalty. I mean, a nice gain on that play. They were going to have Tampa on the ropes a little bit, cross the 50-yard line, and wow.
The election shit was silly.
That would have been about a 30.
I don't like sore losers. That's my biggest problem with Trump, to be honest. It's like, wow, dude, what a fucking sore loser.
We're getting destroyed out there.
That's all. A lot of silly shit. Fucking take a loss, dude. Yeah, let's not go politics, though. It clearly is a football stream. Blah. I'm not a big politics fan. That shit annoys the hell out of me. Probably Brady. It's the 2-minute warning, by the way. That's why it's muted and everything, and kind of the action just stopped. It's the Eagles' ball, 1st and 10 at their own 30. Yeah, I mean, if you can prove that, that'd be pretty cool. No, there's not really anything to disagree about. You have no proof of any of your claims. You're just saying that you just don't... Is that just how you feel? But, like, even the groups... They're just...
With the ball back at the 39-yard line of the Eagles. Philly wide receivers, 3
maybe if you had
1 catch, no yards, and Devontae Smith not targeted. Hard to believe.
some proof, I would take those kind of claims seriously, but like something would have been found out by now, you would
Top of the
think.
screen, and there we go. Makes his first catch, shows off the speed, flag flies.
Unless they're that good at cheating. And if that's the case, then, I mean, the Democrats will never lose again.
Well, that looks like it's probably coming back based on where the flag is.
It's crazy that they lost on a lot of down ballot races for like other spots. But, you know, no one's saying that those guys cheated on the same ballots. Interesting.
Offense, number 16. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Was Watkins guilty of blocking downfield before the ball was touched out there on the edge by Smith?
Here's Quez Watkins right here in the slot. And he gets beyond a yard.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been something in court, though, like especially with all these judges that Trump and McConnell put into power. Wouldn't something have happened? Wouldn't the cyber ninjas have found something of significance, which they didn't? Even the guy who founded the group disbanded it because they were like, yeah, this was stupid. We didn't find anything. They shouldn't have been able to change the rules, though. That was their biggest takeaway, is that it's weird that they were able to change the voting laws.
Throws and incomplete. Kind of up for grabs.
Dog, I think the people that are spending serious money on this are like what? You can look up all the voter turnouts. Yeah, and they all match pretty well. I'm pretty sure if there would have been a large disparity, something would have been said by now.
For Jalen Hurts as he's looking out there trying to figure out where he's going to throw the football. You see that the one who's covering the inside receiver, he's able to come off of him and help make a play on the ball.
Voter turnout was 100% in most of turnout in many Michigan counties. No, it wasn't. Do you think what did Wayne County report 100% of people voted? I don't think it did.
And no penalty flag flies for that.
No, it didn't.
Late hit.
Then why did nothing happen, Chad? Like literally nothing happened from that because everything got explained.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, I mean this run.
Why didn't anything? Why has nothing happened? Why is literally nothing?
Make it a somewhat reasonable 3rd down attempt from where it had been.
247. That's the first I've ever heard of that number.
Eagles need one here.
Yeah.
Pass is floated for Watkins, and they get it. Quez Watkins down to the 27 with a minute and a half left in the half.
Why did that group disband?
They're able to get Quez Watkins down the field, and he turns Whitehead around
And say, well, we didn't find anything real. You do know that the Cyber Ninjas disbanded, right? And gave up on all that.
Really nice job and a big play when they needed it. 35
You do know they quit, right?
Pass is high but caught by Smith. And the clock will continue to run with just over a minute to go, a gain of 6.
Wow, that's impressive. With those 2 penalties, they're backed up and first and forever, and to be able to overcome that and keep this drive, and now they're in scoring position. That's
why did nothing happen? Because there was a fucking good election, dude. Why do you think nothing happened?
Picked off. Intercepted by Mike Edwards.
You're almost there. Oh wow, that was a pick. Nice job. Like, let's not get mean or anything, guys. Let's not. But like, you have to know. Like, you have to realize, man. Like, Trump was crying fraud in the Iowa caucus against Ted Cruz.
Going to keep working across. And you see, once Jalen Hurts sees it, he's trying to line drive it and get it to him as quickly as possible. But Edwards, he's working that way.
You mean the Republicans of Arizona? Yeah, they would definitely want to change the fact that they had to certify it for Joe Biden.
He's had those timely interceptions.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure the Republicans would love to raise hell about it.
And he just snuffs out.
Okay. Well, now you're not talking logic. You're just like going fear and pretending like Biden's some like evil mafia don. Stop. Dog, the election was fine. You notice anyone being charged with fraud right now are Republicans voting twice for Trump? Like, it's weird, dude. Something would have been done by now.
Timeout taken by Tampa Bay.
See, these people seem to think Biden, like one of the most, like, he, like, masterminded this, like, super fucking election stealing thing. But he's also shitting on himself and has dementia. But he also stole the election in such a way that they can't prove it at all. No, there we go. He's right around Trump's level now. Cool. You know, no one really wanted to put Biden in. They just didn't. It's like people don't like Trump. You realize that, right? The Democrats could have ran anybody basically against him, and they probably would have won like that.
So Wirfs will watch the rest of this one with us.
Just a little bit of reality for the Republicans here.
When he's come in, they have none of the guys outside of their
how is that possible?
have played a lot.
Typically, when the opposite party wins the state, they vote the other party in, right? Wasn't the first year Obama won the last year that they, like, Wasn't it like a Republican won, and then it was basically... It was like, so how does this work, Ven? The first year of Obama, there was a Republican, and then it went to Democrats the rest of the way, because that's how they do it usually. Or it's like, Ven, you're from Virginia. You know how it works. Oh, he's a puppet. Okay, so it's President Kamala Harris. I got you.
That is 3 straight third down.
Yeah, VA just goes the opposite way of whatever the president is. It's like a weird situation out there. It's hard to use that one. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're doing, Dylan. All right, let's hop off the politics, though. It's a little annoying.
Jalen Reagor waits for the punt.
27 seconds here. The Bucs got to punt it away. Yeah, and that guy had a longer run because Trump won. If a Democrat would have won in 2016 or whatever, the other party would have won.
Takes any drama you would have to believe out of the rest of this first half, as we'll welcome you back.
It's all right, Chad.
This broadcast booth, Joe Buck with Troy,
it's just like they'll be out of power in like 2 years. Don't worry then. It's not a big deal.
Rush has done a pretty good job for Philadelphia, so they've been able to get a little bit of pressure on Brady and tighten some things up. I mean, they were giving up.
Who knows who will win the next one?
First few possessions of the game, and even for Philadelphia offensively, they finally have gotten a few things going and just haven't been able to quite capitalize on it.
But I don't like to judge people like that.
I think that they'll go in here at halftime and start figuring out some better ways to get the ball into some of the playmakers' hands.
It was a 61-yard punt by Bradley Pinion.
Well, things will be fine. Just like we got through, just like, you know, the world didn't end under Trump, the world's not going to end under Biden. You'll be okay.
Immediately by Jamel Dean. And that will be that for one half of this wild card playoff game. 17-0 Buccaneers at the half. Eagles get the ball.
I think so, Donnie. I think so.
Second half.
I think the USFL's coming. Is the AFL also coming back? It's halftime now. It's halftime. I know the USFL 2 is due to come back in a few months. I didn't know the AFL was going to run do another try. Receipts of what? Yeah, riots tend to always be kind of crazy. I don't know. What do you mean? How does that happen in the United States? The United States was formed off a riot. You could honestly call a history of the United States a history of time between riots. That is the history of the United States. Riots are nothing new, nothing special to this country. Never will be either. Americans are a very interesting people that do not like to be oppressed in any slight way. It's deep. It's why this country exists, really. I mean, look it up. Like, the history is kind of like, yeah, now we're not going to do that, and then, you know, then a big fight happens. Not to excuse rioting, but it is a history of this country. Riots are natural. They happen. They always do. Always will. People eventually get pissed off, and they go unheard for so long, and then they get violent. It's in nature. Eventually, you know, yeah, rebellion and rioting. The Boston Tea Party is a riot. Mass destruction of property. I would say Antifa is a little different, right? Antifa totally complies to the government? That's weird. I'm pretty sure they took over Portland for 2 years now. So I don't know about that. I would ask Portland about how compliant Democrats are up there. Yeah, but you just said that they were compliant toward the government and that they love government control. Now they're a domestic terrorist organization. Which is it? Are Democrats are they terrorists, or are they completely compliant toward the government? You're speaking in contradictions. What's going on, Donnie? Come on. Okay, those are Democratic groups that are trying to go directly against the government, and they are rioting. It seems like they're going against the government pretty hard, right? Left-wing groups. So that means they're probably not all for government compliance, right? I don't know, Chad. They did just charge a bunch of the Oath Keepers with seditious conspiracy. Colonies got taxed 10% of what the British did. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't like the shit. Yeah. Yep, that's what it was, Casper. Yep. I mean, they've been rioting during the entire time of Joe Biden's run in Portland over Joe Biden deporting more people than Trump. So you're wrong. You're literally wrong. They've been rioting since Joe Biden took office. Biden took office because he won't end the deportation of Mexicans. So, I mean, you're wrong. So, I mean, incorrect. Donnie, you know you are factually wrong about that, right? You know Antifa hate Joe Biden's guts, right? They might hate him more than they hate Donald Trump. Because Joe Biden's a more aggressive deporter than Donald Trump was. Trust me on that. I think Biden's already out-deported Trump. In 4 years, I think Biden passed his ass in fucking 4 months. Hold on, I misspelled Trump. My bad. I typed too fast. He's no tripper. He's no better than Trump. Let's see, 126,000 were immigrated. They haven't reversed any of his policies. You do know that, right? Like, they've done nothing to get rid of the policies that Trump's done. And none of it's worked. Getting murdered? Why would they have to get murdered? Do you want Biden supporters getting murdered? Are you sure? What about what's going on in Portland right now? Wait, Donnie, do you want people to kill Biden supporters? What the fuck? Do you think that was okay? Like, do you think that would be fair or that's good? Who, Antifa? They attack people they think are fascists. That's literally in their name. I'm pretty sure the Proud Boys beat people up all the time, dude. Like, the Proud Boys literally do this all the time. What are you talking about? They just randomly go and assault people. Just as bad as Antifa. Proud Boys are no better. Like, if they have a if they suspect you of being a liberal and you're around a Proud Boy, they will attack. Yeah. What do you mean? They do this all the time. Yeah, and people who attack other people should be in jail, and they do go to jail. Do you think no one from those summer protests went to jail? Like, do you think there were 0 arrests from all that? Because if you do, you need to stop consuming only right-wing media. They burned down a black church in D.C. Yeah, they are as bad as Antifa. It doesn't sound like it, Donnie. What about when the Proud Boys burned down that black church in Washington, D.C.? Proud Boys literally beat people up they suspect of being different. I mean, you know they don't want to let non-whites immigrate to the United States anymore? Those are the people you're defending, by the way, Donnie. If you're not from the Western world, they don't want you to live in America. So basically, if you're Asian, if you're Middle Eastern, if you're from the South Americas, so you're fine with that one building. So burning down buildings are fine. So I never said they weren't. I never said they didn't have minorities, and I corrected myself. I said they're West. They're only for the pro-West. Yeah, their leader is Hispanic who hates anyone. Yeah. Hispanics are white, by the way, to me. I don't do the whole Hispanic. Yeah, by the way, they're fucking white, dude. Most of those Hispanics, guess where they come from? Spain. Guess where Spain is? Fucking Western Europe. Don't play that with me. They're fucking white people. I know. I understand people's fucking ancestral backgrounds. Yeah, they're a mostly racist group, dude. Sorry. Like, actual people of color don't see the Proud Boys as a non-racist group. Just because they claim like they have a few black guys in it and a couple Mexican guys in there doesn't mean they're not racist. You know the KKK has black guys in it? You know that? They have Proud Boys. They have minorities like Jesse Lee Peterson. I never said. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably about 15 of them. Yeah, I know, Casper. I know. There's tons of them. They're very self-hating. Yeah, there's a whole thing about self-hating people like that. I would say there is not one non-self-hating black person that joins those groups. Yeah, they handpicked those, Donnie. Donnie, do you know what that is? They went and handpicked. They're like 30 guys that they have. That aren't pure white dudes. You know what that is, right? That's literally like there's like something like that they do that for. It's like when Trump goes and picks out the blacks for Trump people that follow him around to every rally and put them right behind him. And then when you pan out to the crowd, every single person's white for some reason. Do you understand what that is? It's like, look, we got black people who support us in our group. They can't call us racist now. Didn't you guys bail out Kyle Rittenhouse? So you guys are the same. Like the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the 3%ers, they all bailed out money to bail their people out of jail too. So interesting. I thought Proud Boys were a gay group. I'll be honest. I didn't know that they weren't gay. My first introduction to the Proud Boys was Gavin McInnes and Milo Yiannopoulos making out. So I'm pretty sure they are just a gay group then. I don't think they care about that. So they bail the same people out. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if they bail out people you find to be bailoutable. I never said anything about Kyle. I'm just saying, like, guys like Kyle Rittenhouse and all those other Capitol people, they're getting bailed out too. Cool. Yeah, Native Americans also owned slaves too. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, he got... I never said he was innocent or guilty, though. I just said that he was bailed out, or they tried to bail him out. I did. I'm not talking about the innocent and guilt of this guy. All I literally said was they tried to bail him out of jail. That's literally all I said. I never said he was guilty or he shouldn't have been. Yeah, that's called a trial, Donnie. You have to figure out if you're innocent or guilty of a crime. That happens in America. When you kill people, they have to figure out if you're innocent or guilty. Do you think that if you kill someone, you should just be allowed to be out of jail without a trial or without any... I don't want someone who's a potential killer out in the community until there's a trial. Yeah, pretend your feelings of whatever these people were. He should just be allowed to not sit in jail for potentially breaking the law. Like there is rules and regulations. Just because you like what they did doesn't mean that they don't have to go through a process, right? I'm pretty sure Kyle got bailed out by people like groups who raise money. I mean, there's a reason he hasn't sued him yet, but okay. People are allowed to comment on whether they think he's innocent or guilty. You know that, right, Donnie? Why hasn't he sued anybody yet? Kind of weird, right? If I had a case as clear as this, I'd already have sued him and won.
He just signed a contract extension. Good for him. Well deserved.
Yeah, Ven, ignore him. They're literally pretending like he wasn't bailed out. Yeah, Kyle somehow from a poor family bailed himself out. Right.
That can penetrate in the middle.
Yeah, he should have been charged. Yes, there was disparity in that. They had to prove that it was self-defense. Yeah, I think you should have to prove if you kill people that it was self-defense. Yeah. And there should be a trial and everything. Yeah. That's literally how America works. Sorry that you agree with what he did. But like that's how the law works, dude. Even if it's clear-cut self-defense, you do realize like you have to go to trial for all that, right? Like,
Kelsey's crew on offense.
Well, this offense in the first half, not real good on third downs, just 2 for 7.
I don't expect you to understand how the law works, but like, it's not just a magic process, dude. There's like, no, they don't. They don't understand. Like, they think I'm saying he's guilty when I'm saying no. Like there's a process for him being proven guilty or innocent, and he went through it and he was proven innocent. That's how it works. He doesn't get to turn around and sue everybody because they thought he might be guilty. That's not how that works. They're just speculating. Good luck proving ill intent or malintent on that, by the way. Which is what he has to prove, by the way, is that people we're saying he's guilty with malicious intent and not just speculating on the nature of the case. He's going to win this much money as a public figure.
Big completion of 28 yards. And now Hurts going for another big one, too high and nearly picked. Watkins was the
Yeah, he's going to. There's a reason he's doing press tours. It's because he knows he can't sue anybody.
By Hurts, I don't think Watkins ever thought the ball was going to come his way. It's almost like he's not running full speed off the line of scrimmage.
No, yeah, you do have to prove malicious intent if you're going to sue people who are public figures. Like Kyle is a public figure.
You just can't do that to your quarterback.
So he now has to have this little thing called malicious intent.
Ball gets away from him a little.
I mean, I'm glad he's getting his fame or whatever. Good for him. But he's not going to be able to sue anybody.
Missed there. Now 2nd and 10 from the 45.
There is nothing to sue for. You can speculate on the nature of a case without being sued.
Pass is high again.
If that's the case, why hasn't everybody sued everybody for saying that they're guilty or innocent? You know what I mean? That's not how that works.
Football too is Dallas Goedert, so they've got 2 guys on him. But even with that said, Goedert
there's nothing really going on in the game.
The protection in the pocket looked.
No, I do know the law. What's the defamation? He said they assumed he was guilty because of the evidence that they had in front of them.
He's just been a touch late, just a touch late.
What is defamation there?
On turning a lot of throws loose.
They assumed he was guilty based on what the evidence was there. That's called speculating on the case. It's not going to work for fucking Rittenhouse, I'm telling you. What is there to sue for? It's also malicious. Like, they have to prove malintent with this case due to the public figure. There's a whole lot of shit here. Whatever. Then ignore it, dude. OJ got sued? That's literally a whole different story. Like, Kyle could still be sued by the victims. Yeah, I think Kyle probably will be sued by victims. When Kyle's case became a high-profile case, he became a public persona. And now he goes on tours with the media, and he's on a media tour. He's a public persona 100%. What are you talking about? His case became very high-profile, and then he is now on a media tour, doing speaking tours, going in front of large groups. 100% he's a public figure. Yes, he is. He's a public figure. He's not a private person that listen, there's trust me, he's like a celebrity status. What evidence? He's literally goes on stage and has been introduced with rock and roll hip hop introduction like he was at a wrestling event. I mean, it's just like the OJ thing, right, Chad? I mean, technically OJ was found innocent, then sued and lost. Kyle could probably lose. We'll see, right? I mean, just like Kyle could sue for seemingly no reason. They could technically sue too, right? I mean, Rosenbaum's family. I don't care if Kyle, I hope he's making some money doing this. You guys acting like I don't like or hate the guy. No, I'm just saying there's nothing for him to sue the media for. Unless they were unless they genuinely believed he was innocent and were just thought they were just lying to lie. They have to prove some crazy shit, Kyle's lawyers would, to prove that the media was doing something malicious against him. Because all they can do, their defense is easy. We thought he was guilty. We were just assuming off of what we seen. No, we were not being malicious. This is not personal. It was just what we thought. It's not even the same case as that Sandman kid. Again, I'm not. People can speculate and have different opinions on what they see in a video, right? That's not something you can sue somebody over, I would say. Just because two people seen something and come to a different in civil court, I don't know about that. I was talking about Kyle suing people for the media. That's probably never going to happen. Just saying. Kyle would win that. Or he like I don't know how it works in
receiver core for Devontae Smith, 3 targets.
I don't know how Kyle would win in if somebody were to sue him, but I don't think he'd win if he sues the media. It goes nowhere for him on that. Or else he probably would have already filed lawsuits. How long has it been? 3 months now? I swear it's been quite a long time. You'd think something would have been filed. From Kyle's end, anyway. I don't think he needs the money, in all honesty. He's probably getting quite a pretty penny from these appearances on these press tours. I mean, good for the kid. I hope he gets plenty of money because he's going to have a tough time probably finding, unless he wants to just go be a cop, which he might do. In the second situation, sure, but I don't think it ever really got addressed after the first one. I don't really argue with court cases, so, I mean, it seems like self-defense. If you exclude whatever happened in the beginning.
A loss of 2 on the play. Milton Williams got through, and then he drew a crowd of green jerseys.
Yeah, 100%. There'd be a case already filed against CNN. What's up, Derek? Yeah, the Eagles they look about as bad as the Patriots, but at least their defense is doing more than we did yesterday. 3rd and 5 here with 11 minutes remaining in the quarter. Like I said, it does look like he defended himself, but also like I don't still really know what happened with that whole first situation with the plastic bag getting thrown, and then behind like that was all confusing.
Brady protected, pass is broken up, out on the edge for Perryman. Steven Nelson.
But the situation on the ground was very that looks like defense if there's nothing before that.
Steven Nelson, he prefers to play off coverage, but he comes up. He
you know what I mean?
Tight coverage there on Perryman. And makes a play on 3rd down. So they already had Tampa Bay backed up, and now Philadelphia is going to get.
Yeah, exactly, J. King. Exactly. They have to like know that they were like maliciously saying he was guilty, and that you can't win that one. Not against the media. They're so protected against stuff like that. Now, could he go after individuals like podcasts? I guess, but like there's no reason to do that. That's why he's probably doing all of these tours, like going and getting some money, which is good for him. Oh, shit, the fucking Eagles just fumbled the punt, dude. What's up, Luke?
And they do.
Because the first situation in that shooting still is a little fuzzy, but it does look like the second part is probably self-defense. But nah, I don't, Donnie. Nah, it's not really.
Get in position to be able to make a play on this punt return.
Ross Cockrell comes away with it for the Buccaneers, who have it.
There's very few things he could sue. He's very. I'm sure he's just. Yeah, they fumbled it. It's 1st and 10. Eagles. Philly. They went to commercial break anyway, despite Tampa keeping the ball. So it's 1st and 10 after the fumble at the Philly 48. So Tampa gets the ball at better field territory. Will the refs help Brady? They don't need to help Brady in this one. This one's over. Yeah, the Eagles at least are playing better defense than the Patriots did, but this has a very similar feel than the last one. Maybe, Donnie, but like it's going to be one of them. I don't think so. Whereas like with the Nick Sandman case, for example, Donnie, the difference with that in this case is the media knew there was more to that video than what they were reporting on. Like, they knew that there was more to that. With the Kyle Rittenhouse case, they're speculating on an ongoing legal situation. It's very hard to prove that they thought he was innocent and pretended like they thought he was guilty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's such a difference in those two situations. Like, what CNN did to Sandman was fucked up. Like, what the media did to that kid was actually kind of fucked up. Like, because they knew that there was more to that story than what was being presented. That was very malicious what they did. Like, do you see the difference? Whereas, like, they might have genuinely believed Kyle was guilty. You know what I mean? Like, it's a speculation versus, like, they knew there was more to the Sandman story than what was being presented. If that makes a little bit more sense. And that's at least how I see it anyway. About Kyle? No, I'm pretty sure they didn't. I mean, if that's the case, then he'll sue him for that. But about the actual stuff on the thing then yeah, I don't think so. But maybe false info. There's a reason why gossip rags like the National Enquirer get away with never really being sued. The media has like a weird like Teflon fiber against being sued. Very rarely they take L's. Like when Gawker got hit by the Hulkster, which was hilarious. That was because I think they actually published a sex tape of his. They have to make a bad mistake to get sued. They always say, in my opinion.
Turnover of the ball game by the Eagles. None for Tampa Bay, and here's a screen for Bernard down just shy of the 25.
No, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. But just the way I seem to understand like those kind of laws, it just doesn't seem like there's much a case there. You know? Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, they can't sue anybody. Exactly. And most of those are all just considered editorials and shit like that. It's so tricky to get them. It's so hard to get them, Casper. Sometimes, actually, most of the time, Omar not hold the holding calls. I'm with you. Brady always gets bailed out. We talked about this earlier. I wonder if I can find that list. I'll wait till a commercial break here. Hold on. 9:45 remaining in the quarter. Oh, they take a timeout because they didn't have the play set. They're at 1st and 10 at the Philly 26.
Let's go back and look at
26.
With Jalen Reagor on the punt.
Let's step away from the weird politics stuff though and go back into football. I know this game's kind of boring.
He just never really got there. Yeah, I just think the wind that's swirling up there, and here's Scotty Miller who's able to get down the field and then be there when the ball gets muffed. And
thanks for the likes. I appreciate that, everybody.
Bruce Arians comes in. He's pretty excited. He takes a whack at Adams. And I don't know if he's not exactly sure what that's about. Bruce Arians not moving particularly well over there either.
Here's a fun fact. I don't listen to the media about anything. I don't even watch the news. So a lot of my news comes from like very varying sources. I'm pretty well versed on all sides of things, or I try to be. So my initial read on the Sandman situation was like, I wonder what the full video of that was. Then when I seen the full video, I was like, oh, seems like that kid's kind of getting like, it's one of those things where it's like, just wait till you see the full story come out. That's always been the way I like to see things. What's up, Adam? Just chilling. Bruce Arians beating up his own players. Rogan and Bill Maher. That'd be pretty fun. Getting windy. I heard it was really windy in Texas yesterday. I seen a video of a porta potty getting lifted up and spraying doo-doo water all over the place. Could you imagine a worse fate? You're walking out the Walmart, going to your car, and all of a sudden you look up. There's just a porta potty flying through the air. Doo-doo trees coming all over. Or doo-doo spray coming out. Is it really getting windy down there? Rolled you up a salad, burning it. That's good to hear. Good to hear. 3rd and 3 here for the Bucs. I need to get a drink of water or something. My fucking throat's so dry. You take wind? Yeah, I'll take wind over snow too. I fucking hate it. But it's also windy and 20 degrees here, so we have a nice little double thing going on.
They put Evans in the slot, and that's when he draws Avonte Maddox. We saw it earlier in this game. He runs a nice route. Ball just a little bit low. Rogan's
fist fight. Rogan's fun with all of his takes outside. And I'll say this. I hate everything to do with people's COVID takes. I'll be honest. I hate hearing about it. So I tune out to anything that's related to COVID now. I just tune it out. I'm like, oh, I'm done listening. And then I'll fast forward through the COVID parts. I still like Joe Rogan. Don't get me wrong. It's just I just don't listen to his COVID stuff. You know how easy it is to just fast forward through the parts of things you don't like? Because I don't like hearing anybody's COVID take. I'm so tired of hearing it. I just want to listen to people talk about fighting, some drugs sometimes on the Rogan show. Funny stories about comedy. I always like those quite a bit. But as soon as I hear, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of COVID talk.
Looking in the backfield, and Gronkowski, he just comes right off the ball. Nobody is concerned about him at all.
You watching game this week?
He's had a lot of touchdown receptions. He won't
Who?
have
I'm sorry.
easier.
I'd love to see a team in the Salt Lake. Yeah, it'd be cool if you guys got an NFL team in Utah. I wonder if you guys are. You know, I've never thought about that for an expansion team. You're one of the teams that like probably would have a wild fan base for them. Fights had been training in Taekwondo for years and kicked the dude in the head and knocked him out cold, and then just walked off like, yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, Joe's hilarious. Outside of except the stupid COVID stuff, everybody's unfunny when it comes to COVID. It's just like, oh God, shut up. I know that sounds stupid. Gain versus Francis Ngannou. Ooh. That might be a pretty good fight. Might be worth watching. I very rarely watch UFC. I only watch it usually when there's a very big fight, and I enjoy the entire night so much. That's why I probably keep it rare. I'm like, I'm only going to be a big night fighter. Yeah, everyone has dumb takes. Yeah, everyone does. It's just that is what it is. You just listen. You just tune that part out and listen to parts you like. Like, I'm sure me being fucking left wing bothers the shit out of some of you, but like, you just tune the parts out you don't like, and then when it's football, you're like, all right, we're back to football. This dumbass is done talking, and that's fine. He won't re-sign him, really? That's a little annoying. So many pine trees in Florida and Michigan. Yeah, lots of pine trees in Michigan. It's nice for building cheap stuff if you like to build pine furniture. Salt Lake Mormons. Let's go. I do think Utah would do very well with most sport because like they have very rabid fan bases. It's a commercial break right now because the Bucs scored that touchdown. Obviously, it's 24-0. I'm going to be honest. Hold on a minute. You know what happened is I'm really fucking stoned right now off that edible. These are really good. If you ever have a chance to try the Barracuda bars from Detroit Edibles, I would 100% recommend them. I'm really high from that. I just realized, I was like, why did I just talk about politics for so long? I don't even care about any of that shit. You guys can have the win on that. I'll take the loss on all of that discussion. Making reckless driving and caught hands-free driving. I think that's a good thing. I think people should stop. I'm sorry to hear, Casper. I hope you find a little bit of weed in your life or drink or whatever it is you partake in. Oh, you're feeling sick? Oh, there you go. Probably want to avoid it then. Yeah, distracted driving's dangerous, man. It's really a scary thing. The Pioneers, that'd be kind of cool. They have the Salt Lake, they have the, what are your teams? The Jazz? And you guys got a hockey team? What are your teams? This game is about to be boring. Which game, Adam? It's just the Jazz. Yeah, you guys need another team. You guys got minor league teams out the wazoo, though, I think, in Utah. Hold on, let me unmute it.
Well, so much
I definitely ended up on the hood of a Mustang in the middle of the city because of distracted driving. Yeah, see, yeah, don't. I've almost been hit because I walk a lot, like several times. I'm very aware when I walk, though. I don't know much about hockey either. Bucs Eagles. Yeah, this game isn't too great here, Adam. I'm probably going to dip out at like 3:45 so I can get ready for the 49ers Cowboys. New Orleans. That'd be kind of cool. Louisiana team. I think a lot of Louisiana teams are. I think Kenny though. I think in Louisiana they put a lot of minor league teams. Like the plus the Utes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a walker. I'm going to get my license fixed up finally though.
If they can get 15-yard chunks, then
I'm gonna actually go get my license so I can drive again.
He might get more carries here in the second half than he had in the first half.
DMV finally has free time. I can go get that shit fucking figured out. In the crosswalk, like, so walk and win. Oh, and someone gunned the line. Fuck. Yeah, I've learned to never. Yeah, I don't go off the line. Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one.
Tampa Bay still playing single high safety. They got a middle.
Got your 49ers bud coming to watch? Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sure he's nervous.
On the outside, and
to have a party downtown. Yeah, that's true, Kenny. That would be cool. You're 5 hours from Vegas. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Vegas is right there. Plus Arizona and is Arizona really getting snow?
See the cushion right here. There you go. Sanders hops out of bounds with a nice pickup on 2nd and 8. He gets.
I also learned people are just generally dicks to people and that not in cars. Flagstaff is? That's crazy.
I mean, 5 yards is nice, but if you could get
most,
20, wouldn't you rather
dude, Casper, you should have asked for $20.
I thought you'd agree. Yes, I'll trade
my resolve is if I ever get hit by a vehicle and it doesn't really hurt, I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, we can let this go if you give me like $20. And I'll look him right in the face and be like, I'm not kidding either, please. You better give me some money, like literally $20. Your nephew's one of them? Which one? Eagles fan? Or a 49ers fan that's nervous? Yeah, it's weird Virginia doesn't have a lot of sports team. You ever used Uber? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ubers, though. I'm not good at talking to random people like that. What a hit. Sheesh.
Jalen Hurts in the pocket. And how he just
Ubers are uncomfortable times.
Three bounces, he wants to see it. Now you throw it, and it's behind, and you're just not going to be efficient as a passing offense.
Oh, fuck Walker. Oh, I got you. Yup. Yeah.
Better timing than that.
Extra men on the rush. Eagles pick it up.
It's weird you guys don't got any. Oh, picked.
Intercepted by Shaq Barrett.
What a snag by Shaq Barrett. Yeah, Braden, you're right. This is about as bad as the game last night. Bonus points? That's hilarious, though. Hilarious thing to say. This is about as bad as yesterday, isn't it? All right, at least we scored.
And it's all Tampa Bay here today.
All right, we don't look as bad now. This is exactly what we needed. Thank you, Philly. All we needed was, see, this is what I was hoping Tom was going to do for us. 2 versus 7 matchups they're not supposed to be. All right, Derek. I'm not doing the Chiefs game tonight, but I'm doing the other one. I'm taking the Chiefs one off. Man, these people letting the truck drive for them shit on that. Adam. Sadly, oh, are you an Eagles guy? Or a Steelers fan? All right, see you there, Derek. You have a good. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. No, I don't feel like, dude. I have a real problem watching Steelers games that they last so long. Oh, you're a Pats fan? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we're all Pats fans here. Well, a large majority of us are Patriots fans here. There's also some Giants guys here. If the Steelers win, I'm gonna be. I have to block somebody. Cause dude, you guys do know if the Steelers win, we can't block them. God damn it! If the Steelers do win, we are gonna have to deal with Steelers Nation. No one's allowed to block or ban the kid as long as he's not spamming. Yeah, there's the only couple Chiefs fans that I like that are on this channel. Yeah, if the Steelers are leading by a significant amount, I'll go live at the second half. I'll give you that. Fair enough. But I also have to eat dinner after these games and whatnot. I'm basically running on 6 bowls of oatmeal. I'm actually not hungry even in the slightest. Is that not? I think that's worrying. I haven't felt my stomach move in hours. I'm probably dying. I don't think you're supposed to eat 6 packets of oatmeal. Not at my weight and size. I don't know if that's the right amount. I think I might have ate too much of that shit. Yeah, oatmeal's awesome, especially since I only buy boxes of the apple cinnamon. Oh, that's so good. Jesus Christ. Touchdown Bucs, first play. Jesus Christ, dude. Is this what it looked like you guys were trying not to say yesterday when the Patriots were getting beat? Like, it's not that bad. Maple's here for it. Maple's really good, too.
You're going to see this route by Evans. It is so good. He's going to stair-step it on Rodney McLeod. Right there, McLeod was going to drive on it.
Yeah, at least the Patriots just...
And so McLeod then thinks, oh, no.
No, it's about the same. It's just as bad. Yeah, this is payback from Brady, by the way. His numbers are fucking flawless right now. 25 of 31, 241, and 2 TDs. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for taking...
Right here on the interception that he had just moments ago.
Yeah, see that's different. If The Rock eats that much oatmeal, he's 6 foot, 6'3", about double my weight. I may look like a big strapping individual with a lot of muscle, but it's mainly just the coat and another jacket underneath it that gives me the size. I'm deceptively tiny. Like if you look, I would look huge in this jacket, but then you quickly realize it's only jacket and then another jacket underneath that give me the size. I know, Donnie. It's tough. The Patriots are like the only team that's not allowed to openly rebuild. I think at the moment he's around 270. I've been thinking about starting to work out just for shits, just to see what I'd look like with muscles, and be like, I don't like this, and then I'd stop. But also because I also just I would like the intimidation factor of being a big guy.
The Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team 3 years in a row.
Mike Evans, he's awesome. Yeah, this whole Bucs receiving core is really good. Yeah, the weather's starting to get shitty down there. What's going on? Why is the weather so bad in Florida? They got a hurricane coming? You used to? I feel like I'd put on injury. You have a lower... yeah, I very much have a lower spinal cord injury as well. But it's not that severe, I don't think, but I don't know how much I can lift. I definitely have restrictions due to this.
Well, Bruce Arians...
Yeah, like Carrot Top. That'd be hilarious. How tall am I? 5'11". Maybe 5'10". It just depends how much I can stretch out on a specific day. I slouch really bad, so I'm all over the place height-wise. Yours is pretty severe. Mine's pretty mild. Like I can't do hard jerking motions. Like I can't technically shovel snow. I'm not supposed to. Like I can, but it's like I get very, very sore quickly doing stuff like that.
Could you imagine had he never been
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like shoveling snow, Casper, you could probably back me up. Shoveling snow and shoveling is so wildly draining on the back. Like you're probably not supposed to do anything like that. Like shoveling is just brutal for whatever reason, just for no particular reason. I get very tired when I shovel snow. I'm not my parents didn't let me, but I try to. I can get about 3 lines down the driveway, and then it's just like, oh no, and it's just like oh, and my back just clenches up, like it feels like someone's just grabbing it. It's brutal. But other than that, I'm pretty good with my 20-year plan. I wish. See, there's a part of me that wishes my body wasn't so garbage, so I could do like those kind of trade stuff. But like, yeah, the snow shovels are terribly designed. Yeah.
To bring up 3rd and 13.
Yeah, this is just about as bad as what my team did yesterday.
Whether that was a mistake up front or if Hurts has to see that, it certainly looked like my
That's good. At least they have them that exist.
Should have been able to pick that up.
20-year plumber. Yeah, those guys, I feel bad for that. You have a discipline problem? What do you mean a discipline problem?
Runs the ball 50% of the time. It's not a good formula.
3rd down and 13.
Do I have crumble cookies? Is that a type of like a weed brand?
Drops it off to Howard. Won't get it. Won't come close. Tell you, when you talk about the history of
GB Tampa NFC wildcard, it looks like it. Or NFC Championship, yeah, I think so.
Such a smart defensive player, was undrafted. And
I don't know. Bruce is really fired up, though. It's quite hilarious. This whole Bucs coaching staff's all pumped up. They really wanted to beat the Eagles, apparently. I'm not really sure what this is about.
And the Washington team.
I sure hope he gets another
4:02 remains. Here's the punt. It'll be the Buccaneers' ball. Let's see what they do. Oh, and return it to about the 20. Franchise cookie plays, best cookies I've ever had. Oh no, okay. I thought you were talking about like the weed brand cookies. I was like, never heard of that place, but no, we don't, I don't think we do. Not anywhere near me anyway. We might. There might be one in like Ann Arbor or something. When I was a kid, Pittsburgh, I shoveled the shit out of snow. But I've also looked at shoveling snow as like if I was renting a place, like when I was, when I was doing that, if I would wait and just let like kids come and ask to shovel the driveway, and I'd be like, all right, here's $20. You know what I mean? I feel like there's also an ecosystem I'd like to contribute to that I also took out of when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I got injured. I used to like to shovel snow and do stuff in the snow, but I got hurt. I still try to. I just, I got to do it in a special. Yeah. And now, since I'm getting older, you know what I mean? You kind of, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of want to wait it out and hope some fucking, someone with some ambition to make a little extra money comes by. You had to do shoveling for a gym for a nice rink? That's not too bad then. Well, yeah, I lived in a really nice, decent community where you could just make some good money because there's a lot of people in there, a lot of older people too. So that was really nice.
It's been nothing easy for them. It's about been the easiest day they've had.
Handoff for the first down, Bernard. With 3 to go in the third quarter.
Run by the Bucs, they get a first down. They're kind of moving at will here, it looks like. You grew up rough.
Well, what Tom Brady
Fair enough.
Well, they're on offense here, and what is a blowout at the moment. You start looking at some of the numbers that he's been able to compile and what he's done. Consecutive 40 touchdown seasons at ages 43 and 44.
Well, he threw 50 in
number one rushing offense. Is that the Bucs? Or
43 and 40 over the last 2 years are his second and third most in a season.
Dude, Jesus. I wouldn't know. We're 5 yards in the hole. Maybe. Oh, that was more like 3, I guess. Oh, Eagles were? Oh. Yeah, they didn't do anything today with that. Before I found out I had the spinal injury, I used to shovel parking lots and driveways during the winter because most people didn't want to work. Don't want their tree work done then. Yeah.
You're playing at that level. And I know he loves the game, loves playing with these guys, loves competing with his teammates.
Yeah, I would say most people don't like shoveling snow, so, That was a good hustle in a certain age. Especially before they let you get a job for whatever reason. Yeah. Another bad play. I was going to say, was that did Brady throw that at the ground?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, born in 1976.
Brady is 1 year younger than the Buccaneers franchise.
The early years, John McKay, the head coach. Brady growing up in Northern California as a 49ers fan. 2002, Brady wins his first Super Bowl. 2003, Bucs win their first Super Bowl.
Yeah, because it's like 2 to 3 more times money to get tree work done in the winter. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
The Buccaneers over the Chiefs, 31-9.
By the way,
that makes sense.
6 years when he threw 50 touchdowns. It was 2007. I knew it was a while ago. I didn't know it was that long ago.
Is tree work like
snap infraction? Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty.
I'm not sure what tree work is. I apologize.
Snap infraction. Buccaneers closing in on their 11th postseason win as a franchise. 5 will be engineered by Tom Brady in 2 seasons.
Snapping infraction? I have no idea. All right, 3rd and 18. They run it.
On 3rd and 18.
Yeah, they're gonna have to punt the ball away here.
Does Barnett get credit for part of that tackle?
At about the 35.
Saying here,
why not?
Trimming for trees. Oh, okay, I got you. Now, yeah, I would imagine that's yeah, that makes sense. It'd be more expensive in the winter. Probably seems a little more. It seems a little more dangerous. For the Packers going to play, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, more than likely it's gonna be a hard game. Who could? You guys don't have to play the Bucs till at least the championship, at least.
Told the bench and the
Or Arborist. Okay, that makes sense then. I got that now. Trade for Calvin Ridley. Yeah, Devonta Smith's good, but they need another option.
By D. Delaney with 1:03 left in the third quarter.
Man, the Eagles really could have Justin Jefferson and fucking and Devonta Smith right now.
They've just been outplayed,
Yeah, exactly, Casper. That seems super dangerous.
In a game like this is the area you've got to be able to win. And
could you imagine a world where the Eagles aren't terrible first-round drafters and took Justin Jefferson instead of fucking Jalen Reagor?
Reagor dropping that punt. No return.
Dude, imagine, though, Goddard, Devonta, and fucking Justin Jefferson, though. Oh, my God. Dude, the Eagles would be a nightmare. And then the running game that they have, dude, they'd be a nightmare to play against. Like if they could actually get another receiver down there, that's actually a pretty good football team overall.
Edwards makes the tackle, and you see the frustration for Miles Sanders. Loss of 3.
Probably stay live for another like 10 minutes or so. This game's getting pretty in the NFL. Is an offensive penalty that occurs when the center illegally snaps the ball. I hate the NFL rules, dude. Isn't that confusing, Donnie? What's an illegal snap? A snap that is a ball that is illegally snapped. Go fuck yourselves, you NFL. Yeah, trying to read the NFL rulebook is the most confusing thing probably on planet Earth. That's probably directly from the rulebook. What he just read, by the way. It's crazy. Dangerous profession by injury of death. Really? An arborist is?
With 11 seconds left in
Sheesh, that does sound. I wouldn't do that shit.
I could only imagine if
either Williams from Alabama or Ridley LOL. Either way they need a receiver. So yeah, they do. Be between the snapper's legs, but it must be between quick and continuous motion through the hands of the snapper. The ball must leave or be taken from his hands. Okay, so they must have fucked something up in that process.
And I know that Bowles would not have been pleased about that.
You know what another dangerous job probably is? To be a venomous snake wrangler. To like collect anti-venom for snake poison. Like that's probably a dangerous. That's got to be a wildly dangerous job. But probably like very little injury from those people. Because all snake people are fucking weirdos and they never get injured from the snakes. I feel like there's like a 1% injury rate on that job. Like one guy gets hurt a year from being a snake handler.
Outstanding when he rushes.
But he gets rid of the cobras, right? But he's been upping the dangerousness of the cobra he owns and giving himself little bites from them, trying to get like immune to cobra poison. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Fight a king cobra one day or something? You fucking weirdo. Like, what is the point of doing this? Like, I've never once in my entire life been in contact with a cobra to where, like, raising my cobra poison defenses would be needed. But I got a friend who's probably immune to cobra poison. Like, if you tried to kill him and went after him with, like, cobra stuff, he'd be like, cha-ha-ha. Yeah, for no reason, dude. Snake people they're all built like that, by the way. They all are poisoning themselves daily. That's all they do with them snakes, I'm pretty sure. Any poisonous animal they own, they're just slowly poisoning themselves so that they can... Yeah, well, and my friend's terrified. Well, he wants to breed cobras for whatever reason. I don't really know why. Some people, I don't know, he probably wants to sell. He probably wants to release them on a small city and see what happens. If I lived in Australia, I would just be like, well, that thing is a whole lot of nope. Yeah, dude, like, I'd have moved. I'd have been like, I shouldn't have been born out on this fucking island. I'm going to New Zealand. Just got some Mexican food. It's the only place open Sunday. Is this in the state? Oh, really? That'd be annoying. Oh, yeah, it's Utah. Oh, God. I just realized, yeah, that would be brutal. Everybody's doing, like, Mormon shit today. In their fancy underwear and... I don't mind spiders as long as they stay the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Like, the ones that come crawling toward me, I'm like, well, you're dead now. And I kill them. But if I see a spider sticking to himself out in the corner trying to avoid my gaze, I'm like, all right, well, you can live. You're killing shit I don't like. We're friends. We seem to be comrades. I would imagine if spiders gained sentience, they'd be like, please don't kill me. Listen, we know we're not enemies. Well, then don't jump at me, you piece of shit. It's the ones that jump at you and get you when you're sleeping are assholes. Most spiders just don't even bother humans. We're way too big. Like, it's just, hey, well, it's quid pro quo. You can have this nice place to live in, but, you know, just don't scare me. Everything closes at 9 p.m. and everything closes on Sunday. Oof. Yeah, Sunday is Domino's in Mexico. At least Mexican food's pretty good. Yeah, I feel bad for spiders. A lot of them are pretty fucking harmless. And they just get dominated. Like, literally, most spiders cannot physically hurt you at any kind. But there are the ones that can, and you got to murder them fast because those guys are cocksucking losers. Those are just violent psychopaths. Oh, yeah? They call me the brown recluse spider. Why? Because I'm useless. Enjoy your arm falling off, bitch. And then it dips out and probably dies. Fuck brown recluse spiders, dude. They make like bullseyes on you and shit. They're like, enjoy, asshole. They get you when you're sleeping. They're like, they sit up in the corner and wait. You sleeping? When they make their move, dude, they're fucking gremlins. Like they know, they wait, they know. Yeah, dude. If you get bit bad enough by a brown recluse, it can cause necrosis and make your skin rot. I've been bit by one, but I was very lucky; it wasn't too bad. And the only reason I knew is because I looked one morning. I woke up and I knew that I had been bit because I had a small welt, and then it just went full. I seen the rings forming, and I went, "Oh, that's not good." I got lucky that it just kind of stopped. Had brown recluse spiders everywhere on Fort Benning. He'd be cutting grass with our e-tools and get baby spider. Yeah, that's awful. Brown recluses are the worst. It's pretty treatable. I think if you like rub antiseptic shit on it, it like stops it from happening. It's not as like it's not like a finality thing. What happens with the brown recluses? You have to be pretty fucking unhealthy, like, for it to get really bad. You know what I mean? Like, and ignore it. You basically just have to ignore it and do nothing and like rub dirt on it or something. They don't have enough, usually have enough to get you. But like if it's a young enough person, like a niece. Arachnophobia? I don't have arachnophobia. I'm not afraid of spiders. I don't even kill them most of the time. Oh, the movie Arachnophobia, yeah. It's a commercial break, by the way. It just went to one. I missed the last. How did Tampa score again? Was that the one where the guy was wide open? Yeah, it was just like a wide open touchdown pass from Brady to somebody. To Evans, that's what it was. Me and spiders agree with each other. We understand it. What's his yards looking like? I didn't even know that either. 114. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's quite a few. You don't even like Charlotte's Web? Me either. I was rooting for the humans in that movie. Or whoever. I was like, die, Charlotte, you whore. Stupid spider. Why would they name that bitch Charlotte? I've never seen the movie, if you can't tell. I have no idea what happens in that movie. What, Charlotte's Web? Yeah, that's a terrifying movie. You know what movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid that shouldn't have scared me? Damn, I couldn't think of a funny movie. I was gonna say Pee-wee's Playhouse, the movie, but it's also like, yeah, that's genuinely probably would be scary. You're picking 49ers over Dallas? Yeah, same here. Probably going to start wrapping up pretty soon here, guys, just because like I think the next game starts at 4:15. Wizard of Oz is pretty creepy, yeah. Yeah, it's at 4:30, so that's give myself about a half hour, yeah. About another like 5 minutes or so. Cowgirl's gonna cry tonight. Oh shit! Knicks game. Yeah, it's on Nickelodeon. That's true. What station isn't this next fucking game on? It feels like CBS, Amazon, and the Eagles finally do something. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Let me unmute the game here. I didn't realize it was muted.
As Watkins did, and then some poor tackling by Tampa Bay. And 3 guys who had a shot at him before Jamel Dean's able to come in and wrestle him to the ground.
Pistol formation with Boston Scott getting the handoff. And he breaks loose. Scott is gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they're on the board. "34-yard carry by Boston Scott. 8th rushing touchdown of the season.
Just like that, 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Jason Kelsey does an excellent job coming around and leading through the hole. Scott gets in behind him.
All right.
The Eagles are still keeping it on the ground.
Yeah.
Eagles scored a touchdown after 31 yards to Devontae Smith.
That's been their best plays.
Oh, good luck to your Chiefs, man. I didn't know you were a Chiefs fan, Omar.
Game with 12:08 to go here in Tampa, Florida. Brady helmet.
Yeah, this is all garbage time shit.
Yeah, now he gets to go back in.
Eagles are gonna storm back now somehow.
When you're driving,
I don't want to watch anymore.
Stress.
That's probably it for me on this game. It's looking like a pretty yeah, that's about it. So all right, well, that's going to be it for me on this first game. We'll be live again at 4:30 for the 49ers and Cowboys game, and then that'll be it for the evening. But yeah, pretty good game so far. Pretty fun conversation during the stream. We're up to 23 likes. I appreciate that. That's very kind. But yeah, pretty good game, except for this is basically a somewhat repeat of yesterday, but a little bit better effort by the Eagles than what the Patriots put forward, I guess. Defensively, anyway. All right, let's hope the 49ers and Cowboys give us something, because the last 2 games have been absolute shit shows, blowouts, beatdowns, jumpings, muggings, whatever fun adjective you'd want to put on it. So, all right. Well, we'll be live here shortly, within, at 4:30, so. But yeah, I just don't want to watch too much more of this game. I'm pretty checked down on it. I'm hoping the 49ers and Jimmy G pick up a win over the Cowboys. Let's hope. Good to see Brady kind of redeem the team. Yep, I'll see you guys in 45 minutes technically, I think, right? 15 and 30. Almost an hour. I go get some actual food in my belly. Holy fuck! Why am I? Oh yeah, I ate edible. I was like, why am I yawning so much? All right. Well, I gotta charge a bunch of shit up now too. So, all right, everybody, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in just a little bit for the next game. Unless I don't see you then I'll see you when I see you next. All right, peace out. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, go Patriots. I will see you later on. Thanks again for the likes and all that. I appreciate that. Thanks for a fun stream as well. Appreciate that. I probably appreciate that more. So thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you.